Right, welcome everybody. Welcome to 101 on Arsenal, and we have Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal here in a must-win game for the Gunners. And welcome Gary to the podcast. Gary, how you doing, bro? Gary, how you doing, bro? Right, Gary's a little bit delayed. I don't think Gary can hear me. Gary, can you hear me? He's still trying to get his audio sorted out. Let me talk about the team sheet, guys, because this is the big thing here.
Apollo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I was asking you a question. I don't think you heard me. Can you hear me?
Man can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, Gary. Right, let me just talk to Gary. Right, I can hear you. Right. I'll just let Gary know. I can hear him. I can hear you, Gary, loud and clear. Guys, let's talk about this team sheet here. We've got Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. But the biggest thing now is that midfield. That's the big change. Declan Rice is fit, so he's been able to make the game. Odegaard is at the number 10, but Smith Rowe comes in at the number 8. Now, will they play him as a pivot 8 or an advanced 8? My answer to that question is they will play him as an advanced 8 because he just can do so much for you in the box, running in late, scoring goals. He's a threat. And so they want to maximize that and utilize everything they can. And and credit goes to Arteta for this, guys, because when your team is struggling to score, you have to find ways to win. You've got to find different combinations. You've got to put different players in there, and you really have to go and mix everything up until you find something that works. So it's really good that he's done that here. Saka and Jesus keep their place, and Martinelli comes back in for Trossard. Gary, can you hear me? I don't think Gary can hear me, so I'm going to carry on. Hold on a second. Oh, he says he can't hear me. I can hear you loud and clear. Try to reset. So I've just told Gary to try and reset and then come back in, and then hopefully that might help. Let me big up to you guys. Shout out to 18. Said Apollo, hope you're in good health. I'm getting there, man. It's a slow process. He says 3-0 to the Gunners. I've gone for 1-0 to the Gunners, funny enough. Cam is saying our central ball carrying ability should increase with Smith Rowe. Defensively, he'd like to see Zinchenko, Rice look after the spaces behind, with Smith Rowe and Martinelli combining more higher up. Now, that's the thing for me is Martinelli's been starved of support, starved of service, and I think having an advanced 8 in Smith Rowe really might be able to help Martinelli out there. So I'm hoping that works. Tony, really good to see you. How are you getting on, Tony?
All good, brother. All good.
Excellent. Gary's got some gremlins. I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear now.
Oh, so Gary's fixed. Okay, good stuff.
Good to see you, Tony.
Hi, Gary.
Cam says, at least Havertz haters get their wish. He still hopes he comes off the bench and scores. And Emerson, shout out to you. He says, no questions tonight. Ah, that's a shame. Maybe that's because Gary didn't have his mic working, but there you go. And he says, evening, Tony. So, guys, first, let me start with Gary. Gary, what's your thoughts on the team sheet?
Happy to see Smith Rowe get a run out. Apart from that, everyone else picks themselves, don't they? He's not gonna. We know he's not gonna change it up too much. He doesn't like to do that. So, but I'm glad to see Smith Rowe get a run out. I thought his last little cameo performance kind of deserved that. So, see what happens.
I honestly thought that Trossard was going to keep his place. I really did. Tony, what's your thoughts on the team sheet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good team. I'm not surprised to see Smith Rowe out. I think he deserves the opportunity to get a run out. I'm very interested to see how it works. Obviously, the the option to play him instead of Havertz in that role, I think is going to pay dividends. Much though I always talk up Havertz, because ultimately I just want anybody who plays for Arsenal to succeed. And I'm pretty much always going to be positive minded as opposed to negative minded from the get go. You know, we can have a little dig and a poke at the end of the game, but you know, before the game starts and during the game, I want to be as positive as I possibly can be. And obviously, I know that, you know, Smith Rowe's worked hard to get to a position where he can get a first team start. You know, the lad's clearly got some ability, having shown his prowess in front of the goal a couple of seasons ago before injuries hit. So let's hope that, you know, look, if he bags some goals tonight, everything will be back to normal, hopefully, and we'll be, you know, all singing and salivating about the potential of what could come ahead for us.
And the biggest thing for me, guys, Tony's told me not to talk much, so yeah, I definitely have to calm down a little bit. But the thing for me that I've got to think about today is the last time Gunners have come here twice, they've lost 1-0 both times. So they haven't won here in the last 3 games. And I think you have to keep some stability, and it's really just about scoring goals. If they could get off to a really good start, bright start, then I think they'll be able to manage this game well. I've only gone for a 1-0 away win. But what's you guys' thoughts on the predictions for tonight?
I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal.
So I've also matched you with Arsenal goals, but I don't think we concede. I think the back four is very strong, with the exception of Zinchenko. But, I mean, it is Nottingham Forest. I'm not trying to write Nottingham Forest off, but I don't see them as an attacking threat in the same way I see lots of other teams.
Well, I just looked at the Forest bench and Anthony Elanga, that I don't know how you pronounce his name, the big number 9 that always causes us grief.
Awoniyi.
That's him. That's the guy.
Yeah.
He's on the bench. So it's important to get off to a good start.
Yeah. Hope so.
In fairness, Gary, when I wrote this would be on the Facebook page. When I wrote the match notes for the preview, they have a whole heap of people out, like a whole heap. If you go onto the Facebook page and look at the match notes there, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players out of the African Nations Cup, and 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are injured, and Nuno Tavares is not allowed to face Arsenal. So if you add that all up, they've got 11 players out.
Well, I've got the game just underway.
Oh, okay. Good man.
Oh, Saka, why you pull that down?
Right, they're still ramping. They're still ramping on my page. It looks like referees indicating a start. Oh, Gary, you're well ahead.
Yeah, Gary's got the drop on all of us. He's about 20 a minute ahead.
By the way, guys, game is live on BT Sports 2. BT Sports 2.
And Martinelli receives the ball, cuts inside, loses it, and then gives away a free kick. Just doesn't use the ball well, Martinelli.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I said Trossard should have started. Emerson's gone for 3-2 Arsenal. Brendan says if we score one, we can score a shipload, possibly, yeah. And he's gone, if we score one, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think if we get an early goal, we can control the game. So I'm 30 seconds, Gary. So I'm way behind you. So I'm just going to try and mess around with this and see if I can.
1 minute 10.
1 minute 10. Oh, right. I'm probably where Tony is at the moment. All right. So let me go BT Sports 2. Is there a way we can change that?
So Forest have just settled in 4-4-2 in their own half. Arsenal just knocking the ball out in the middle of the field. Rice spreads it to Odegaard. Saka's on the inside. It's with Zinchenko to Jesus on the left. That's just scrappy Jesus. Terrible ball. Arsenal retain possession though with Gabriel. And it's back with Saliba just inside the Arsenal half.
Right, okay, let's see if I can catch up to you now. So here we go.
2 minutes 10.
All right, so this one's even worse. It's 1 minute 34. All right, so let's try something else.
Yeah, it's all Arsenal possession, knocking the ball from left to right, back to front. Forest are just happy just to sit in, shuffle across, and not leave any spaces. There's no high line from Forest. They're defending very deep, 10 yards outside their own box.
Yeah, I don't think I've got a backup to this. I think that's as good as I'm going to get.
So Jesus is still on the left, and Martinelli's through the centre.
Okay. Vincey, what's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well. Vincey's mad, you know. He said 10-0. 10-0 to Arsenal tonight.
Oh, Jesus crossed the ball, man. And Forest, that is the lamest award of a free kick I've ever seen in my life.
But guys, let's remember, Nottingham Forest were involved in the FA Cup action last Friday. So Arsenal's pretty much had over a week off.
10 days, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10 days, yeah. Really want to see something special from Jesus tonight.
Well, he had the ball just a couple of seconds ago. He gets to the byline, but he doesn't want to cross it. He wants to cut back in and beat the same man again, and he loses it.
Yeah.
Arsenal in full press now. Oh, he slipped. Go on, Dick. Go on, Odegaard. Oh, no. Odegaard tried to play a 1-2 with Smith Rowe, but he just plays the ball out. I don't think the 1-2 was ever on there to try. It was very tight, and the ball just ran out of play. But again, he's on where Odegaard is there. He can step in and unleash a shot. Doesn't need to look for that pass.
I'm watching Smith Rowe carefully here. Look, you see Smith Rowe making those runs in, and he nearly gets behind. That's what you like to see from Smith Rowe.
I don't think that pass was ever on though, Apollo.
It wasn't, but I mean, it just goes to show you how hungry he is. And
that's what he brings to the team.
Yeah, that's right. It's that movement. We call it opportunist. When you're a striker, you have to be an opportunist. You have to know when that loose ball's going to come, when someone's going to play that through ball in, and we don't really have that.
Come on, press Matt Turner. He's no good with it at his feet. And he's just shanked. I know, I thought he shanked it out of play, but he shanked it straight to the Forest player. Oh, terrible defending. Zinchenko again, man. It comes to nothing. Ben White intercepts the ball, but Zinchenko there and Odegaard, the guy just stepped in between them like they wasn't there.
So there's one stat important to talk about in this game, guys, and it is the fact that Arsenal lead the Premier League with 13 set-piece goals, and Nottingham Forest are the worst team in set-pieces with 11 goals let in. So it's the best set-piece team against the worst. It's been all
Let's
Arsenal.
hope we can take advantage of it.
Yeah. Really strange why he didn't play Trossard again, though. And then
Trossard done well.
He did. And two late goals with Martinelli were really good, but then let him continue to earn it. Let him continue to earn it. What happened in that game was working really
done,
well.
Smith Rowe doing the dirty 8 there. Wins the ball back.
Good.
That's what I call it now, the dirty 8. Oh, Bukayo Saka, who is that to? They're playing in red, mate. We're playing in yellow.
Facebook user. Guys, Facebook user, please put your name up on the top and let StreamYard know that you want to show your name. Just 2 clicks, and then we'll be able to see who you are. Excellent, guys. But it says Nottingham has their best 2 wingers in Elanga and Hudson on the bench. Looks like they will keep it tight and release them on us in the last 25 minutes.
Go on, Saka. Go on, Saka. What a run this is. He's carried the ball almost full length of the field. Hit it. Hit it.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's Greg G.
Oh,
Cut in and cross it.
with his name. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at Saka going here, man. I'd love to see Zinchenko in those creative positions. But see, Martinelli out there on an island on the left is what I don't like about the team.
I'd actually like to see the wingers swap and get Martinelli on his right foot where he can drive and cross it.
Yeah, true. Cam says, I'm delighted that ESR has got a start. I hope he puts in a man of the match performance and gets us the 3 points at least. Just obviously be effective. Yeah, I mean, look, when he played for the England under 21, he was effective there. I thought he had a good tournament. He just hasn't played, man. He uses
the ball. He uses the ball really well. A little spell coming up. You're probably 8 minutes 30 seconds around there. He just uses the ball 3 times. Bang, bang. One touch. Lays it off. Keeps it moving.
It's just his movement. I'm impressed with his movement. Never stops running. Gives 100%. Gets behind the back line. Puts fear into the defenders. That's what you want. The only thing that is missing from his game is he can't pick a pass.
Go on, Saka. Now can we cross it? No. Why did you take the second touch? Played neat football from Arsenal. Saka gets played through. He's got a cross there. He takes a touch and he just overruns it straight into the defender. But he could cross that first time. It was perfectly weighted through for him from Odegaard, I believe. And he just didn't want to cross the ball.
Okay, Cam says Marcus Rashford has been disciplined by Eric Ten Hag.
Fine 650. Fine 650 grand.
What's your thoughts on that, guys?
He reported sick for the Newport County game and then was caught clubbing in Belfast.
Yeah, boy. You know what?
650 grand.
I know.
2 weeks wages, isn't it?
Yeah.
He don't.
The thing is, he doesn't. But
outrageous.
It is outrageous. But Tony, okay, so he messed up. He did something wrong, and obviously he lied. But this is a guy who's feeding Britain's kids, man. This guy who's got charities, he's feeding Britain's kids. So, yeah. but at the end of the day, put your hand up. He messed up. Yeah, put your hand up. He messed up.
I get it. It's taking into account his remuneration package, but it just it sounds completely
irresponsible.
What's the word? Filthy.
The thing is, what I don't understand about these people is, everyone's got a camera on their phone. Social media. You can't hide, man.
It's just stupidness.
Yeah, you can't hide, man.
Report sick, and then you go out clubbing, like you say. Everyone's got camera phones. You're never going to get away with it.
Why does everybody come back? You see that corner, man, yeah, boys. You see that corner? After the ball was played in, yeah, and they cleared it to Declan Rice, who was at the time the only player not in the Nottingham Forest box that wasn't an Arsenal player. Yeah, 4 Arsenal players then ran beyond him. Yeah,
it's a good ball in there.
No Nottingham Forest player,
including Odegaard, was one of them.
I literally couldn't work out why have you all 4 run behind the player when We just had a corner, and what you really want to be doing is going,
Oh,
I'll
good
tell you
ball,
what
Saka.
we'll do. We'll leave a couple up and see if you can find when we attack again. It just
It's all
made
very
no
pedestrian
sense.
at the moment. Arsenal knocking it back, but it's all very slow. It's it. Oh, Jesus, just like back. He's right behind you. It's all Arsenal. All Arsenal. Just camped
Yeah,
in the
it
forest
is.
half.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Just out of interest, boys, any sight of Thomas Partey?
Any sign of him? No,
No,
he's just
he's not
come
in the
back to
foot.
first team training, and they're giving him 10 days to build up his fitness. That's all that's happening.
So he's not
I
on the
talked
bench.
to Zoe. I talked to Zoe a couple of days ago. Sunday, yeah, Sunday. He's back in training. He's not fit.
Go on, hit it, hit it. Oh, it's gone over the bar. Is that a corner? Smith Rowe's got to shoot there. Why is he not shooting?
Shout out to Lewis. Lewis says it's a
So
game
it's
where
a
we
lovely,
have to be
it's a lovely
extremely
bit of play.
patient.
Martinelli feeds Zinchenko. Zinchenko feeds Smith Rowe. He's tried to knock it into the box. I think he should have just opened his body and hit that to the far post.
I wish Gabriel Magalhaes would just play the ball. He wants to be some kind of playmaker, but he just won't play the simple ball into playmakers.
So
Yeah.
Declan Rice with the Arsenal corner.
And it's set pieces where we're supposed to do our stuff, guys. But I agree with Lewis. Lewis says it's a game where we have to be extremely patient. I completely agree with him.
And it's played short to
Tavares is being
Odegaard.
sold, isn't he? Nuno Tavares.
He's still officially on loan.
Yeah, but he's they're trying to get him out, aren't they? They're trying to stop the loan deal for Forest.
Yeah.
And get him out on a permanent deal.
Cross it, Saka.
See,
That's just
I
dumbness.
don't get
Ben White, man.
The Arsenal selling policy just baffles the hell out of me.
I think it has for a long time, Tom.
Guys,
What
isn't
they're
it
gonna
outstanding how many times you see Arsenal players' shots get blocked? It's like we don't have a second move.
I'll take it to school with you tomorrow.
Look how much times our shots get blocked.
So Matt Turner is down injured.
Yeah. Take time out, says Emerson. Well, hold on, guys. I'm going to take my medication. Back in a second.
It's kind of an bloody hell. How orange is Ben White? God damn.
Like your t-shirt, Tone.
It is. It's worse than my t-shirt, bro. It's like a beetroot, isn't he? Lord. Facebook user says it's a game where we have to be extremely patient. I don't want to be patient. I want us to get a couple of early goals and then race away and win this handily. I don't want to wait till the 80th minute to score a goal.
Tony, that's Lewis. Tony, that's Lewis.
Lewis, hey Lewis. I'd rather
You know what it is,
score a goal
Tony?
in the first.
I can understand the being patient thing, but at the same point, when you're attacking, I want to see us attacking with a bit of verve, with a bit of
pace,
passion, like not just pedestrian knocking the ball 5 yards, 5 yards. I want to see us like trying to score with every attack, if possible. Is that Gary Birtles in the crowd?
And I gotta say
that's Gary Birtles. Remember Gary Birtles?
I do. Yeah, played with
and Viv Anderson.
Yeah. He hasn't come up on my screen yet. Looks like Matt Turner's going to be all right to continue.
Yeah, he's continued.
Oh, yeah, it is. You're right with Viv Anderson. Who's the player in front of him?
I didn't see.
The player in front of him used to play for Forest as well back in the day. His name escapes me.
Was it Gary someone? Not Steve Hodge. Come on, Lily.
So that's a quiz for Everton. Sorry, Emerson. Emerson, who was that player that was sitting in front of Viv Anderson?
Was it Steve Hodge?
No. There's a black fella. Black fella with a moustache who didn't have it when he was playing for them.
Jesus, how can you be offside there? Jesus Christ.
It looks like Emerson's got it right.
Who was it?
Marlon Harewood, yep.
Marlon Harewood.
Emerson.
I don't even think that was offside.
What other club did
West
Marlon
Ham.
Harewood play for?
West Ham.
No, not that.
Oh, Saliba's mucked up here. Woods nicked it off him. Forrest coming to the box. Saliba wins it back. And then feeds Saka. Or feeds Jesus, sorry. Oh, what a touch that is. Oh, my God. So Jesus plays it to Saka. Saka does an outrageous step over to leave the Forest player baffled. Plays another 1-2 with Jesus, who gets taken out from behind. That should be a yellow card.
Yeah, it was West Ham.
So Brighton and Luton kicked 3 minutes ago. Luton already 2-0 up.
Oh, Luton are beating Brighton 2-0 in 3 minutes. You hear that, Tone?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nice.
So Raya with the free kick.
Yeah, it's
Ben
way too
White,
early
that's
for
such a-
Luton. They scored too early, Luton. They should have been patient.
Yeah, patience is the key, man. Well, we're 20 minutes in. I ain't seen a shot yet. A couple blocks.
And that's what I'm kind of disappointed with the way we're playing. I'm not seeing that fluid kind of opening up the defense and creating the goals. I mean, we've got a lot of possession. What the hell was that, Ben White? Yeah,
See, another chance to cross the ball, though, Tone, and they don't want to cross the ball.
I'm not, when you've had as much break as we've had, you kind of expect that, we should be at the races in a huge way.
So, 20 minutes gone, guys. We're away from home. And in a moment, we're dominating play. We've got all the possession.
71% possession we've had.
Yeah.
Still to have a shot on target, though, right? Still to have a shot on target. So I'm sorry, but if you're 20 minutes in a game and dominated 70%, you should have had, I don't know, what do you reckon, Gal? 8-9 chances? 3 or 4?
No, not in 20 minutes.
No.
Tony. This is the
I'd say
mate.
You should have had at least 2 shots on goal.
Yeah.
Actually tested the keeper, not blocked. Actually shots towards the goal.
Well,
Cam
not
says
had one yet.
Jesus is really a shadow of himself. Why is nobody talking about him? Awful form.
This is my point. That's exactly what my point is, Cam. You are exactly vocalized what I was thinking. This guy is not a 9. He proved it to me when we scored 5 and he didn't score 1. Didn't look like he was a score 1. I'd rather see Eddie out there. He's a proper 9.
100%.
I really do. I'd rather somebody up top who, when the ball comes to them, their first thought is, I'm going to have a crack at goal.
Yeah.
Go on, Martinelli. Go on, Martinelli. Now hit it. Oh, he scuffed the shot along the floor. He drives in from the right, and he's centre of the goal, and his shot just goes along the ground and hits the first defender.
And Gary's so far ahead, man.
And here come Forest. 1-on-1. Wood versus Saliba. Wood holds it up really well. He gets the shot away, and it's Zinchenko that blocks it. And Jesus in the left hand. Don't lose it there, Jesus. What good bits. 2 step overs. Sends the Forest player for a quick kebab and brings the ball away.
Tony, you've got your answer there.
Oh, there's a great ball, Zinchenko. Come on, Martinelli. Now cross it. Oh, he can't get the crossing. Corner Arsenal. Great ball by Zinchenko.
By the way, that was a good that break with Chris Woods. Good tackle there by Zinchenko. Defending that, yeah. A lot of people like to talk about him when he's not doing well, but when he is doing well.
Why is Gabriel Jesus playing so deep?
I don't know,
You're a flicking striker. I don't get why he has to be that guy playing so deep.
I can't figure him out. If you want him to play like that, just stick him at the number 8 and then put Eddie up front. Simple as that.
Please.
It's not that difficult.
It's not.
It really isn't.
It really isn't.
So corner Arsenal. Gabriel's been tussled in the penalty area before the ball's even come in.
Yeah, this is a difficult ground to win on, guys. Brendan, shout out to you. Says you're on about 30-second delay. I reckon what was Saliba doing wrong? His body position. Yeah, Gary seems to be up on the timing at the moment, but me and Tony are way behind.
Jesus, pass the ball, Jesus. He wins the ball on the edge of the area and he's trying to do kick-ups. And then his touch lets him down when a better touch would have put him through for a strike on goal. Handball. He wins the ball back. Instead of just laying it back to, I think it was Saka, he's trying to do kick-ups and juggle it over the guy's head.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yeah. And he's
just lay it back. Player wants it. That's not even handball. That's not even handball. That's a harsh. If Arsenal score for an free kick, Forest can be aggrieved here. I thought that just brushed off his side and then brushed his arm. But his arm was down by his side. That would be angry if Arsenal conceded from here.
The referee's taking out his foam now. Did you see how Ivan Toney got away from the referee spraying the foam on the ground by moving the ball on his?
But he moved the foam as well.
Yeah, he did. He moved the foam when the referee was looking at the defensive wall. Yeah,
so free kick.
How could you move the foam? How could you move the foam? What are you lot talking about?
He did. He moved the foam.
The referee laid a bit of foam on the floor. He picked the foam up and moved it to the right.
Yeah, he moved the foam and then moved the ball to where he put the foam.
Where he put the new foam.
It's hilarious.
Because it's like bubble bath. You know when you're in a bubble bath, you can scoop up the bubble, innit? That's exactly what he did. So free kick comes to nothing. It's a poor free kick, and Matt Turner comes out and claims.
It looked like it was too far anyway.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of.
On your bike, Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel. Oh, Jesus. So they win the flick on. Chris Wood is chasing Gabriel. He's got the pass back to Raya, doesn't use it. And then he stumbles and he tries to back pass it and it's well short. But Raya bails him out. Go on, get it. Oh, that is so unlucky, man. So Arsenal break down the other end. Rice breaks, plays to Martinelli. Martinelli looks up, left foot cross, and it's just cleared in front of Bukayo Saka, who would have had one-on-one with the keeper. Possible penalty.
Yeah, Declan Rice.
No, it's no way.
Oh.
The ball hit him above the sleeve, and his arm was by his side.
You saw the replay, yeah?
Yeah, I just seen it. Yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
No chance. Corner Arsenal. Declan Rice again with the corners. What's this about?
Well, look what he did last week when he got the assist for the Gabriel goal. It was perfectly planted. It was a perfect corner, mate. You couldn't argue with it. How many
That
times
one's
have
gone
we
so
seen
far to the
Martinelli
back
do that?
post. Oh, do you know what? The corner's long, right? The corner's long. Gabriel Jesus tries to touch and turn at the same time and loses the ball.
Oh, you're really going into him, hangers and tongues, mate.
But it's just, he doesn't want to do the simple thing, Apollo. Control the
I
ball
know, mate.
and then
Hoist him
turn.
off at half time. I'd take.
But
him
Arsenal
off
have
at
it back
half-time.
anyway. It didn't come to nothing. But Arsenal have it back. But that's 3 times now.
But you've still got options. You can just put him
Go on,
left and
Saka.
put
Go on,
Martinelli in the
Saka.
middle. You've still got
Hit,
options.
oh!
Gary is absolutely pissed. Gary
Guys,
is absolutely
I'm not
pissed.
going to say anything, right? You're going to see it coming up now. You're going to see it. I'm not saying a word.
You've got Declan Rice on the ball. He gives it to Ben White. Ben White goes right to Saka. Saka beats his man. There you go, Bertram.
Right, watch what
Puts
happens.
it back for Odegaard.
What nonsense is that? Why is he not shooting from there?
Because he's just laying it off.
Yeah, but why?
I have no idea, mate. You're supposed to turn
Why
and
is he
shoot.
laying that off when he can clearly have a shot at goal there?
Yeah,
You're passing to a man that's got 3 people around him.
If that's Eddie, he's turning the defender, and actually he's not turning the defender. He's slipping the defender and then turning to shoot.
We're determined to walk this ball into the net today.
Yeah.
We've had 3 or 4 good shooting opportunities, and we've declined them all for the pass. Jesus just now again wants to run it right into the box, and it gets cleared.
Right, let's look at this. So Jesus, guys, 16 games, 3 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah, that's not good enough. That's not good numbers.
And just to give you a little heads up, his passing accuracy today is 66%, the lowest of any player in the team currently.
Yeah. So let me have another look at that. Jesus, here we go.
Oh, well done. Oh, what unlucky Smith, bro. So Jesus runs it in. It bounces off him to Smith Rowe. 1 touch, he shoots, and it's just wide. But his first thought there was let's have a shot at goal. He doesn't need to look for a pass. He had an open opportunity. He shot for goal.
Yeah. Well, Luton still 2-0 up, guys. Scores on the doors. Fulham 0, Everton 0. And the other 2 games are going to kick off. Crystal Palace is going to kick off now with Sheffield. And Aston Villa Newcastle kicks off at 8:15.
So half hour gone, and we still haven't had a shot on target.
Yeah. Having a look at that now. So Arsenal 78% possession, 4 shots, none on target, 4 corners, 2 fouls.
Sorry, I don't understand. If I'm that much in the ascendancy,
So now Jesus is playing on the left with Martinelli.
I should have had something on target by now.
Yeah.
What's the point of playing football?
I think the thing is, Tony, when you know you've only got 3 goals in 16 games, you just, there's a sign of desperation. You work harder, you run harder, you take more shots, right? You take more shots.
He's not taking shots.
That's
not
what
taking
the problem
shots.
is. That's the problem.
Oh my God! What's this throw from Zinchenko?
Zinchenko's just sick. I just saw it.
No, what's the throw? What's the throw he takes?
Still a minute behind you, girl.
I'm 31 minutes, 20 seconds.
He just threw it completely past Martinelli.
Yeah, actually, I think Martinelli was in the right place, and then he just ran the other way. So, yeah, Brandon saying Ray is the only goalkeeper, is the only player in the Forest half. The camera now is showing Kai Havertz, which is a good reason too, because Smith Rowe has been quiet in the last 10 minutes. I've not said Smith Rowe's name since in the last 15 minutes, actually. Smith Rowe having a very, very quiet half, which you don't need. He's got to get stuck in. But at the same time, guys, you do need patience in games like this. Martinelli just losing the ball there. Just absolutely. I just would have started Trossard and then brought Martinelli off the bench again like last game.
Well, it worked last week, didn't it? Trossard was bright, breezy, scored a goal.
That's not a foul. Get up.
Yeah, no free kick given for that.
Chris Woods. Vincey's saying, I need intelligent football. It shouldn't be that hard. It is that hard when you don't have intelligent players. That's why I wanted Trossard on. I wanted Trossard to stay. He's one of our most intelligent.
I mean, it's harsh to say that they're not intelligent players because.
But you know what I mean. So Zinchenko, Odegaard, and Trossard are, in my opinion, the three most intelligent footballers. That means they're one step ahead of everyone else on the pitch. They can manage the game. They can slow it down. They can guide the game. And none of our other players can really do that, Tony. That's what I mean by the intelligence side of it.
But we're playing into Forest's hand because Forest is just playing two low blocks.
Yeah. And
we're playing into the hands because everything is pedestrian and in front of them.
Arteta's job is to make sure that when you're up against this kind of defence, which you know you were going to get.
Unlucky. What a run that was from Smith Rowe into the box. He's got kicked in the head. Ref, stop the game. That was going in. It's been blocked. That was going in from Jesus. It got blocked.
Oh. Vincent says this is a directive from the training ground. These guys are intelligent but playing to the system. Forest having
Zinchenko, go home. What the hell was that cross? It's hit you in the chest, mate. It's hit you in the chest. Come on. He got kicked in the chest, mate.
Sheffield United's just gone 1-0 up against Palace. Roy Hodgson might get sacked tonight if this carries on.
23 seconds it took. It was his own player. It was his own player that kicked him. Oh, his own players proper studied him in the chest.
I don't know which is worse.
Yeah.
Zinchenko's cross.
Yeah.
But this is the crazy thing, right? The guy who's down was just back on his feet. If he can be on his feet, surely he can stand up to receive treatment off the pitch, so the game can continue.
Yeah, totally agree.
Arteta's got him in.
He's got to be pissed at this, mate. I mean, 35 minutes in, 36 minutes in, and you've not had a shot on target yet? Are you mad?
Oh, mate, you're our main for Robert Pires, the Bobby Dazzler.
Vincey says to Tony, you want an extra man in the midfield against this low block football, which is why Smith Rowe's in there. Why are we moving the ball this poorly? Yeah, the ball movement is very slow. I agree with you, Vincey.
Christian Camembert.
Very, very slow.
Where did that come from, Gal?
He's in the crowd with Robert Pires.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I don't know who's that there in the hat?
Thuram. Yeah.
Thuram's looking stylish, man, in the Trilby.
He's looking stylish, yeah. The Arsenal,
That looks like me sitting next to Pires, but it's not.
What a trio. Thuram, Carambo, and Pires.
Wasn't it Thuram Oh no, it wasn't. It was Tbilisi. Remember, he appeared on FIFA as an Arsenal player, but we never signed him. He did. He appeared on FIFA, but we never signed him.
Brendan says that Forest player is their CDM. I'm not aware of him before. I am now.
Okay, game's back on again.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Forest are a very physical team. They're normally quite decent at home.
I feel kind of sorry for Smith Rowe because in a game like this, there is no space for him to run.
Yeah.
We've seen him make one run where the ball wasn't really on, but that run he made should have allowed Odegaard to have a shot at goal for the space that he created.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Ben White's not really getting Saka going at this point. You know something's wrong when we look more dangerous on the left than we do on the right. You know something's definitely wrong.
But this is why I want to see the wingers swapped over.
Yeah.
It never happens, though. It never happens.
You keep saying it, Gal, and one day you might get your wish, but I personally don't think you'll see that anytime before Christmas.
Well, Christmas when?
Isn't it? Christmas just gone, you know, guys. Christmas just gone.
Christmas 2059 when they're 50 odd years old. Oh, good, well played. Go on, shoot! Oh, give me strength. 2 opportunities to shoot. We decline both of them. We lose the ball, we win it back. Now, come on, Saka. Come on, Saka. Go on, Ben White. Now hit it. Oh, my God. He's got 4 players at the back post and he chips it straight to a Forest player. Oh, what a block that is. What a block that is. That is a disgusting block. He has thrown himself at the ball full pelt to stop Odegaard's shot, which was goal bound.
Oh my God.
What a block that is. Not too sure about the haircut, but what a block that is.
Yeah, that's a great block. Saka's almost anonymous today. Cam says, Havertz on the bench and we're still crap. Rice has been the issue the entire game. He's great, but he's not Thomas Partey.
That is why I asked, have anyone seen Thomas Partey? Because we need that guy back in a hurry, man.
Yeah.
I think, guys, it's not operational without him. He makes such a difference.
It's just we just need to be patient. I think if we get a goal there before half-time, then that really settles the nerves.
You know what, Tone, you got to remember, we're not Luton. We can't score 2 in 3 minutes. We're not Luton. We have to be patient.
Yeah, we got to be patient, man. We do. We got
patience is one thing, Apollo, but you can see that there's a style of football, yeah, that just, right now.
Jesus has been given a yellow card.
Yeah, and Vincey agrees. He goes, it's a perfect example of what's frustrated him all season. When we play smart triangles with our pace, we break down these teams. There's a large triangles that's static and easy for teams to be defended. And obviously that means that the through balls and just the movement is just too slow. We're just not thinking quickly enough. And everything is being telegraphed and it's just too slow. Yeah.
I do hope he takes Jesus off at half-time because he's been pig useless. Absolutely useless.
Oh, Zinchenko, terrible ball, Zinchenko. And here come Forest. Well done, Declan Rice. And Jesus, who's next to Declan Rice? Jesus. Oh, and here come Forest. It's 4-on-4. Oh, and they just flashed it over the bar. Danilo. The guy that we was always apparently in for, who Forest signed for 5 million, has just smacked it over the bar from 25 yards.
Yep.
Saliba just backed away from that, though. Saliba just turned his back sideways and let the shot go past him.
Wow.
If that would have flown in the top corner, Saliba would have had to answer some questions.
I would love to see them switch the wingers and the forwards. Agreed. I think that's what they need to do. It just improves their skill set, in my opinion. Vince is saying, but we are playing to Arteta's system.
They're not coming, David Raya. They're not coming. They're not falling for that.
To build up the gameplay.
Well, this is simple, isn't it?
Well played. Good football. Bad ball, Ben White.
Can't believe Sheffield United's going 1-0 up against Palace. That's a
Cross
big
it.
problem.
Good call. Just a bit too high for Smith Rowe there, that cross from Ben White. But again, Smith Rowe make that run into the box that we don't see Havertz making. But the cross was just a little bit in front and a bit too high.
Yes, Smith Rowe growing into the game a little bit more now after that spell. And look
Jesus
at
on the
Smith
right
Rowe.
now.
You just love Smith Rowe's energy, man.
This is not a game for his style of play, really, because there's no space for him to make the runs. Saka on the left with Martinelli. Oh, that's a beautiful ball across. Oh! So Zinchenko crosses the ball. It was a decent cross, but Jesus wasn't there to knock it in.
Yeah, Saka goes wide.
And Saka has a pot shot and it hits the defender and just trickles past the other side of the post.
Bloody
I think,
hell, Gary.
Huh?
Saka was actually on the left there. Did you know?
That's what I said.
Yeah,
He was on the left with
well,
Martinelli.
Yeah.
Martinelli was also there.
Wow.
And this is the thing why I'm saying, why have we got Saka hanging out on an island on that right-hand side and not getting involved? You gotta get yourself involved. That's why Walcott scored so many goals, because he played centrally and on the wing. He used to cut inside. There's a proper hybrid winger striker.
Yeah.
Saka for me at times is just too isolated. He's not getting involved. I think Zinchenko's had a good first half. I think he's really had a good first half. Oh, referee, man.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a free kick.
You could see him hesitate. If I put my leg up, it's going to be a foul. If I leave my leg down, I'm going to lose possession. So you could see he was in two minds, Gabriel, what he was going to do.
So where we are, 45 minutes in, 2 shots by Odegaard, 1 by Smith Rowe, 1 by Saka, 1 by Jesus, 1 from Martinelli.
But guys, that's the closest that we've come to scoring.
Still haven't got one on target.
Oh, Martinelli. Oh, well played, Smith Rowe. Like it.
3 minutes added on.
Can we cross it, Zinchenko? Can we cross it? Yes, we can. Jesus, why didn't you leave that, man? It's over the bar. Goal kick. You know, you can see it happening. They're going to bring on that Awoniyi or whatever his name is, and you know it's going to be. You know he's going to nick a goal. He's going to brutalise one of the defenders. You can see it happening, can't you?
Anthony says, what time does Just Jerk close on match days starting at 4:30? They close about 10:11, mate. They're open really late. I go there, get my oxtail, my rice and peas, jerk chicken, patty, festival, dumpling, everything.
What game's a 4:30 kickoff? Is that the Liverpool game?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, well played, Odegaard. Come on, Saka. Come on, before half time. Before half time. Come on. Oh, this is nonsense, man. Come on. Oh, unlucky. One more. Go left.
18 says, does Tony eat fish? I think him and Bertram are both vegans. I don't think Tony's a pescatarian.
No.
Terrible cross.
I think my wife tried vegan. She lasted 3 days, and that was it. I just looked at her every time we was having dinner. I was like, good luck, man. Good luck. She actually made some really good dishes as well, but I was like, yeah, you know, you do you.
Come on, Martin, and he cut in. Why didn't you cross it first time? What are we trying to do here? I just don't get it.
Just give the
doesn't
ball
want
to
to cross it.
Zinchenko. Give it to Zinchenko. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, why are you pulling it back? Shoot at goal. Come on. Now's the time, Odegaard. And Jesus brings a save from Matt Turner. It's a corner. And the ref blows the whistle half-time.
So Jesus gets his shot off just before.
Yeah, it was a clip ball to the back post from Odegaard. Jesus gets up, heads it. I don't know if it was going in. Turner tipped it over the bar. And it's 0-0.
Yep. Okay, let's get a banner going on here. Let's put this at half time. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button on the video, please hit that like button. Really helps us out a lot. Brendan says, shut up, I have been visualizing that tall player getting a penalty from VAR. Vincey says, Eddie will come on and score if we continue putting crosses in those situations. I can't see Jesus scoring from there. It'd be interesting to see. Sorry, Tony.
I like that Smith Rowe's got a chance, but I'm ready for Kai again.
It's like I said, Tony, it's not Smith Rowe's kind of game because there's no space for him to drift into.
Yeah.
But when he drifts into space and creates the space, that's when others need to be having a shot.
Yeah. So, first off, look, it's 0-0. We've had the entirety of the play. We've had nearly 80% possession. Forest have not been a threat at all. They're trying to do what other teams did before the Palace game, which is sit tight, suck Arsenal in, and then try and get us on the counter. The only problem that Forest have is they don't have very good counter-attacking players. You need to have players who's going to utilize that system in order to make it effective. And unfortunately, they don't. They lack pace. They've got size, but they don't have the inventiveness. So that's their one-trick pony for today. For Arsenal, transition is just way too slow, man. We're taking so long. It's just so slow.
So the sorry fact about this game is that we've had 81% possession, 8 shots, 0 on target. Nottingham Forest, 19% possession, 2 shots, 0 on target. Talk about the definition of boredom.
Yeah. Well, look, Saka came close when his shot was deflected off Matt Turner's goal. But he's really only had to make one save, and that was at the end of the half. And it's questionable whether that header from Jesus was even on target or not. But Forest have been camped in their half. I mean, they're happy with a point today if it carries on like this. Gary?
Yeah, I think obviously they set up. They don't want to get a thrashing, but I think Arsenal just playing into their hands. Everything's in front. It's slow. It's pedestrian slow. It's terrible. There's no swapping of the wingers. Jesus is dropping too deep. When balls are coming in, he's not where he's meant to be. I just don't understand what goes through his head. Zinchenko knocks a cross in, and the number 9 should be in the middle of the goal. And he's just nowhere to be seen. I just don't understand. You want to be the main man, you want to be the 9, but you don't want to play like a 9. You want to do everything else but be in a position to score goals. We don't want to shoot. We're trying to walk the ball in against 11 men all back behind the ball. You know, we
Leave the
spurned
people who are meant to supply and get in and score a flipping goal, because that's what you're paid for. You're paid to score goals. Get in a position where you can score goals. Get in a position where you can cause their centre backs to be on absolute panic mode. They're not going to be anywhere concerned if you're in your own half picking up the ball from your defender.
You know, but we've spurned 4 or 5 opportunities to have a shot at goal. The only one that took the effort on goal was Smith Rowe when he took one touch and the next touch was a shot that just went wide. But that's what I'd want to see. I don't want to see all this overplay, overkill, overplay all the time. That's my nutting.
Yeah, it's frustration. It's just so slow, and I don't understand the reading behind it. It just isn't. Let's go with the comments. Vincey says, Gary, if our striker isn't getting the ball, if he drops in to create triangles in the midfield with the wingers making runs, then our midfield should be able to pass through the runners. I think the lack of
what runners, Vincey? What runners is that then? What runners is that then, Vincey? I ain't seen no runners.
The lack of transition from Thomas Partey means that Jesus is coming back in to help the midfield. And then when you do that, then you don't have anybody on the top end at the anchor getting on the end of stuff. So it just defeats the whole object of what we're doing.
But then if Jesus then drops in, then Martinelli or Saka has to become Jesus, no? Or has to make the diagonal run, but that's not happening either.
No, because our wingers are not playing the point. They're not getting in and facilitating. Havertz does it, but our wingers
Apollo, are told to stay left, stay right. Don't swap. Don't even talk to anybody. Stay left, stay right. Keep your boots on the line.
Yeah.
We don't have that diagonal movement in behind the number 9. If he drops in, one of them's got to come on the short and then spin the diagonal run, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Cam says we need Eddie. Jesus has more bookings than league goals. Oh shit, is that right? I need to look that up. That's unbelievable. If that's
he got booked today, so he must have 4 bookings.
Oh my god, he's right. No, he's got 5. He had 4 bookings. He's got 5 and 3 goals. That's unbelievable. Twitter's going to be all over that. That's unbelievable. He says, I don't understand why we're trying to play like this. It's not needed against these teams. And then the good teams don't always play us like that. It's weird. Alex, shout out to you. I hope everything's going well with you, bro. Looking forward to getting back with you on the Back 5 podcast. I'm kind of there or thereabouts at the moment, as you can see. I'm not 100%, but then I'm not far off it either. Cam says, Jesus really isn't the answer. Saka being unreliable again. I just don't get why we don't do more direct stuff. Every time we do, it works.
Yeah, Tony, I've got
a stat for you. Here we go.
Tony, I've got a stat for you.
Question for Gary. Who was the last academy player to play for Nottingham Forest?
David Bentley.
Interesting.
I don't know where that came from. I just thought David Bentley. Henry Lansbury.
Oh my God. Vincent says, Gary, we are not making those runs enough. Exactly. I've seen Saka only do one. Saka is on an island, so he's not coming into the middle enough.
Tony, I've got a stat for you, Tony. Jesus this season has had 35 shots at goal. 21 of those shots have been off target. And only 14 have been on target. Simply not good enough.
The simple statistic, mate, is you've only scored 3 goals in the league. And I don't care what time you've had off, you've had more than enough opportunity to score more than 3 goals. That 3 goals is no return. I'm sorry. There's a bag of players. There's a shed load of bag of players who are playing in like so much different teams who scored more than 3 goals in far less minutes.
Yeah, when you look at the strikers, when you look at the top scorers in the league, it's embarrassing, man.
It is.
And to think that we've only got Eddie in there and Eddie's only started 1 game in the last 10 matches.
and he's still scored 5 goals.
Yeah, I know. The guy's only started one game in the last 10 matches.
622 touches. 622 touches for Jesus all season. 105 in the opponent's penalty area.
It's just not a striker. I mean, what does more? I don't care what you don't have to be a genius to work it out that you're not getting a striker's performance out of a player like him.
Yeah.
Even in the game where you win 5-0, yes, he got 1 assist, but let's be honest, it was the only thing he really did in the game.
I think the thing that depresses me the most, and I was going to make a video in this midweek. I'm really struggling to make videos at the moment, guys. But I do want to say, the thing that frustrates me is I know this season our wingers are being double teamed, and so there's a case for the fact that teams are taking them away, so their numbers are going to be less. So I get that. But when you're in the middle as a striker, look, if your wingers are being double teamed, that means you're taking 2 extra men out in wide areas, which means that there's more space for the striker, and you still have only got 3 goals this season. With all that extra space, and this is I think people don't think about this enough. With all that extra space, because Saka's commanding an extra man, Martinelli's commanding an extra man, so your entire area has got more space for you to be creative, for you to have more effort on goal, and it's just not happening. That
and
being said,
still, you're not making anything for anybody.
Yeah.
Literally, you can't be on the end of a cross. You can't be at the end of a through ball. There's nothing that is being created in training where you go, this is being created for the striker. Yeah,
that's a great point, because he's had 7 and 9 assists in the last 2 seasons. He's only got 2 assists in 16 games. And remember, guys, Jesus, his MO is he's a creative striker. He creates. That's his MO. But he's got 2 assists in 16 games.
I just think his overplay doesn't help him. The simple things he just doesn't do. Like it's like almost he's gotten to that position where he just wants to beat the man 4 or 5 times, and I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very simple. Weirdly, Nottingham Forest seem to be playing into our hands by not playing their 2 most dangerous players against us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going to be on the second half, you know that, man. And then Elanga's going to go on a break and a run, and I bet that big dude is going to be there to scuffle in a goal.
So let's talk about what's worked. What's worked for me in the first half is, you can see what Zinchenko brings to this team in a creative sense. When we keep him wide, it allows Martinelli to get up into the middle in open positions, and it leaves gaps because the defense have to commit more men to defend out wide. So it just creates more opportunities, and I don't understand why we don't do that more. It really is. He's been a big delight for me to watch in the first half, Zinchenko. I like what Smith Rowe's done in spurts, but we have to remember, guys, this guy hasn't played a lot of football. So I would actually give him another 20, 25 minutes in the second half before I make any changes, before I even look at Havertz or anything like that. He's just waiting for an opportunity.
I wouldn't. I would make a change right at the half time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Trossard on, but that would be at the for Martinelli. I don't think Martinelli's got anything.
Well, why wouldn't you put Martinelli down the centre?
Well, I want Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather Eddie down the centre, to be honest. But Havertz has got to be in there because there's a lot of aerial balls going in, and we're not big enough to deal with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not big enough to deal with them. And when I mean deal with them, I'm not talking about just having shots on goal. I'm talking about holding up the play and bringing others in. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Just simple
That's
things.
what Kai Havertz brings that none of the others can do.
Yeah. We're definitely missing that. We're missing that element today.
But if you look at that Smith Rowe's performance, he's made 4 or 5 runs into the box. We don't see that from Havertz playing the 8.
Yeah.
We don't really see him ghosted into the box like Smith Rowe's done.
And the thing is, I talk about this all the time, guys, but how many times have we seen Arsenal shoot the ball and defenders block it? I think we're the most blocked shot team in the Premier League. I'd love to actually see if I can find that stat. It's like we don't have a second move. It's just like we don't have a second move. We don't have a dummy move. We shoot on sight and it gets blocked so easily. And it's just like every single week I see the same thing. And it's so predictable. Yeah, and it doesn't help us, guys. It doesn't help us. Anyway, we've got 45 minutes left to go. Still a lot of football left to play. Can Arsenal break down Forest's resistance?
You'd have to hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The only danger for us is when they bring on Elanga and Hudson-Odoi. Oh yeah, they're bringing on the big guys on from the start.
Yeah.
So we knew he was going to come on. That was a given.
Yeah, Vinci says
second half is underway.
Jesus is lethal outside is timid. Look at our system and how we play to his strengths against opponents.
Look, man, the long ball straight
to game.
So Forest are just knocking it long, and they got the big guy up front. Saliba and Gabriel now got a battle on their hands.
Yeah, because they brought the big man in.
See, Forest now have a focal point, someone to hit. Well played, Declan Rice. Come on, Martinelli. 4 versus 4. Martinelli just didn't do it. Just turned around and went backwards. There was 4 against 4. Martinelli didn't want to run with the ball. He didn't want to play it right. He turned around and went back.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to deal with this. They think that they can go on and win the game. Remember, they've beaten Arsenal here for the last 2 seasons 1-0. So they think,
of course, they think they can go and win it because they kept us to no opportunities, no decent opportunities, and now they brought their main striker on, who's caused us problems in the past, and they've got a bit of hope. When really and truly, the game could have been done and dusted.
Yeah, I do like when Smith Rowe gets the ball and runs forward. Oh, let me change the link.
That 4-on-4 was terrible.
But Tony, how did Martinelli not play the ball or run with it?
It was
awful. Just stopped and went back. He had 3 players to his right.
Lack of ambition. If you can't find a player or attack with intent when you're 4 against 4, awful.
Smith Rowe just drifted up the pitch, look, just gliding across the grass. He's still moving, and now he's on the edge of the Forest box.
Yep. Okay. Well, Forest percentage of win goes up when Awoniyi is when he's playing. And I wonder how much goals he scored for them this season. Quality player.
I'm going to say he's got more than Jesus. 4.
I'm going to say the same.
He's got 4.
Exactly the same.
4 goals, 2 assists.
4 goals, 2 assists.
Oh well, that's more than Jesus.
Knew it. I knew it.
So hear the joke. He's only started 8 games, which is half of what Jesus has played.
Terrible. It's absolutely despicable that a club of Arsenal's stature ain't got a striker.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
It's a real shame.
It's a joke. Ian Wright was so right, man. We need a killer. And, we ain't going to win jack.
And here come Forest with the big dude. Ben White, you didn't even turn to run for that ball, man. I don't get that. You just let the Forest player win it back. I mean, he doesn't like it at his feet. We know that Matt Turner's shaky. Well done, Smith Rowe. 38. The 38. What a ball. Go on, Martinelli. Cross it. Oh, why have you not crossed it?
Oh my!
What a lemon! It was a lovely ball by Zinchenko over the top.
Yeah, they're
He's
not
got
getting the
Saka screaming into the box.
they're
He
not getting
doesn't
the
want to
ball
toss
quick.
it.
Gary, they're not releasing the ball quickly enough. It's as simple as that. Slow transition.
No, the transition was good, but all he's got to do is cross it. But because he's on his left, he doesn't want to cross it.
Yeah.
And then he ends up checking back and he loses it.
Yeah, I've just seen it, Gal. It's awful. It's awful.
Toothless. It's toothless.
But see, this is why I say, why don't you swap the wingers? Saka is left-footed. He can deliver a ball. Martinelli is right-footed. He can finish with his right foot if the ball comes across.
Oh, so many poor performances right now. I question
Yeah.
Odegaard right now. I really do. I'm really not sure what he's doing on the pitch.
What's the point of crossing it, man? There's look, too late. Too late. Zinchenko, too late. That's it. Where are you going now? Jesus is on the left. Martinelli's down the middle. Hit it! Hit it! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. And in Forest, it's 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Oh, Saliba. He stopped the ball from going through to the big guy. No, go across. Go.
Yeah. Jamie Andrews has said it's time for Eddie. A lot of people have been saying that. Yeah, Saliba got lucky there.
Well, he held his position. That's all he could do. If the ball beats him, it's 1-on-1. Raya versus the big guy.
Yeah.
How did you make such a bad cross there? That number 7 for Forest had so much time.
Well, why did Gabriel run back into the box and not out towards the ball?
That's what I don't understand.
You just let him go get the ball and turn and come and cross it. No free kicks.
Emerson.
Oh, Saliba, come on, man. Don't need to foul him there. So Saliba gives away a silly free kick battling with the big dude. Now Forest have got a chance to launch it into the box. He's got hold of Saliba's shorts. Don't need to give away that kind of free kick, man. That's just stupid. 10 goals in his last 16 Premier League appearances, this guy, the big dude. The big dude.
Awoniyi. That's good hold-up play. I got to say, that's good hold-up play.
Oh. Oh, and a header straight into Raya's hands. That is the first shot on target from Forest. It comes from Forest. All the possession, they almost score. That's it. Just walk with the ball, Zinchenko. You know, because we've got all the time in the world, mate. Just walk. That's it. Just stand there, put your foot on it.
Close from Saka, guys.
Just so slow.
We could play for 1,000,000 years and not score.
Hit it! At last, another chance that goes on target. Only the second of the game for Arsenal in the 52nd minute.
Hits what's his name? Turner's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a deflection.
Gary, did you ask my second question?
What was the second question?
What have Nottingham Forest and Arsenal got in common?
Red and
Red
white
shirts.
kit.
Something more than
7.
that, Tony. You're nearly there. Hey? You're nearly there. Something more than that.
Forest gave us our first set of kits.
Correct. We're in danger. Ooh, that was just behind him. So it's all right. That's it. Well done. In possession.
You know what's worrying, boys?
Come
Is
on.
basically
Go on. Go left. That's it. Go on.
This has
Go
got to
on.
be the preemptor to the
Yep.
Liverpool game on Sunday. And I ain't joking you.
Matt
but
Turner was in no man's land there. He was in no man's land. The Pepperoni's goal. But the defender just heads it away for a corner.
He was going to catch that anyway, Matt Turner. And that cross from Martinelli is woeful. There wasn't an Arsenal player in sight, and the Forest keeper was just going to catch it. When he comes in there, why is he not shooting for the far corner? Who's he crossing it to? There's no one in the yellow shirt standing there.
That's not doing any good on these set pieces whatsoever. Can't even beat the first man.
Who took it?
Rice.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised. I'm surprised Odegaard hasn't looked at his socks. Because normally he looks at his socks. I've been told, I'm not sure if Apollo's listened to this, I've been told when we took those corners against Crystal Palace, apparently Odegaard had a piece of paper in his sock regarding set pieces. So that was something that you did see very clearly. Although you did see clearly Odegaard bending over every now and then. That's when we had set pieces. He had a piece of paper in his sock because that's what they worked on when they were in Dubai. So they say anyway. So
really? So you got to play.
Here we go. Yes. Oh, is it the post? Is it the post? Jesus has just hit the post.
Emerson, you're the bad luck man. Whenever you was you here against Palace, Emerson?
No, because I was at the match.
See,
I got a ticket last
Go away,
week.
Emerson. Go away.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing the same top as you, so I can't be that bad luck.
But that Jesus hitting the post, that was harder to miss. That was actually harder to miss. He should have actually scored. That was harder to miss.
No, they're showing it again. They're showing it again now.
He should have scored. He should have scored.
That's what I'm saying, Tom. That's harder to miss, right?
So who was with me last week when I was talking about how good Odegaard has been this season? And he's the number one in the Premier League in chances created. And look what just happened.
Jesus has got to score. How does he not score there? Please.
Odegaard creates another chance for a squandered chance.
How did he not score?
And Odegaard put it on a plate for him. He put it on a plate.
That's harder to miss.
Look at this.
Eddie scores that. Saka scores that. Martinelli scores that. Mr. Cheekbones can't score that.
Oh,
wow. That's what I'm calling him from now. I'm not even calling him Jesus. His name's Mr. Cheekbones.
Yeah, that was... You know what, guys? The way Arsenal are going to score...
Oh, he's missed another one. He's missed another one. He set himself up beautifully. They don't clear the ball. Saka hits it. He flicks it over the defender. He catches it on the volley.
He's got to bring on
the other side, but he's got to get that on target.
Oh, my God.
He's got to get that on target.
Oh, Jesus wept.
Mr. Cheekbones, come on, man.
He's got to bring on a striker now. Stop this nonsense, man.
It's not happening for him, is it?
Flicking hit a blimmin'...
Cow's arse with a banjo.
Yeah.
That's just
now he's offside.
So it's guys, it's 59 minutes gone. I was going to say 58, but Gary's and Emerson's screen is about a minute.
No, Emerson's watching it live, isn't he?
Oh, yeah,
Yes, I am.
I'm on 58 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, 58.
Saka's gone down, guys. Saka's just gone down, holding his left ankle.
Oh dear.
He got caught from the trying to win the ball, didn't he?
18, by the way, 18 says, for all the talk about Saka being quiet, he's had our 2 best chances.
Well, Jesus has had the best chance.
Jesus has had the best chance.
Yeah, I think he said that about 5 minutes ago.
That's actually a foul. That's actually a foul on Saka. And it studs up from Gibbs White. No, there ain't. What's his commentator talking about? It's a feeling that Arsenal are getting closer. Come on, Martinelli. That's too easy, Martinelli. You've just let him turn away from you. Oh, the big guy's just bullied Saliba. And Saliba's lost it. 3-on-3. Across. And Ben White, that's a terrible clearance, man.
But it's still a clearance. 18 says, it's so cute listening to Gary's son coaching the game in the background.
Yeah, because he tells him the answers. He's telling them the answers to my questions.
Gary's
no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that anymore, Emerson. He doesn't do that anymore. I answered the Henry Lansbury one on my own.
All right, then. What, for the second time? You only got... I was going to say nope for the David Bentley one.
I meant
but you
to
got
say
it second time. You got it second
I meant
time,
to say
anyway.
Henry Lansbury, but then it come out as David Bentley because they kind of look similar.
So I don't know whether you guys watch the Premier League show on our podcast on this channel, but I said to the guys that Luton Town, for me, have got what it takes to stay up. They're now beating Brighton 3-0.
Yeah, they showed no patience whatsoever.
3-0.
Okay.
Sambi Lokonga with an assist as well. He's been playing really well for them since he's been back from his injury.
Great run, Smith Rowe. What a run off the ball that is, Smith Rowe. Holds it up well, uses it well. Well done, Smith Rowe.
Guys, like that result will take Luton out of the bottom 3.
Jesus has got to be hooked.
Yeah, you lot are winding me up with Jesus, man. Because I've been talking about him all season, but it's like everybody wants to have a go at Eddie when Eddie's the one that's actually been doing these, scoring goals. And when he scored the hat-trick, he didn't play again for another 9 games.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous decision, man. You score a hat-trick, you get dropped.
Yeah. I didn't agree with any of that, so I just kept quiet anyway. Jesus is what they want, and that's what they got. Tony's doing his nut with Jesus tonight, mate. Tony is doing his absolute nut. And you know why? Tony's a big Ivan Toney fan. He's the biggest Ivan Toney fan we've got here.
Who? Newcastle beating Villa 2-0.
Oh, wow. That's shocking for Villa. That's a shocking result for Villa. You know why? Because we don't want because Tottenham.
Well, Tottenham playing tomorrow, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah,
but,
they're at home tomorrow. I know they...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the early bus in Tottenham tomorrow, so touch. So Hudson-Odoi coming on.
Is he coming on for Jesus?
Yeah, we just borrowed him. We just borrowed him. Arteta went over to the bench. Can we borrow one of yours?
I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going through Arteta's. I mean, he should be dropped. He's just should be dropped. I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
Well, I'll come back. Didn't last long, did it, Mr. Cox? We beat Palace 5-0. We was back. That didn't last long. Martinelli, get this guy off the pitch, man. Get this guy off the pitch. Martinelli.
I told you he shouldn't have started. He shouldn't have started, mate. Like, he shouldn't have started. Cam says, Gary, I was hoping Martinelli would have turned the corner from the last game, but he's been toilet again tonight.
Jesus has just scored, I think. Yeah, Jesus has just scored. So, Tony, your critics are good. Yeah. He's just scored. You can see. You see it for yourself.
You know what? Can I just say something? I've just seen the goal. Let me tell you, thank God we got rid of Matt Turner, because there's no way that shot should have gone in. No way.
Went for his legs, I think.
Out of all the opportunities he's had, that is the most difficult chance, and he's put it in the back of the net. But the keeper is at fault.
Oh my God! It's
doing his thing. Thank God.
Tony doesn't even want to celebrate Apollo. Look.
Yeah, did you see the angle? Did you see the angle of the goal?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a Champions League final replica.
Oh no, he's offside.
You can't be offside.
Oh, that was it a throw? Okay.
Straight for his legs as well.
It was a left foot toe
for his legs as well. Right.
I wonder if that's going to give him the confidence. That's 4 goals this season now for Jesus.
It's 4 goals. The confidence to do what? Get 5. This guy, the amount of chances he's had, he should have had 2 tonight at least. Yeah. And the one that he shouldn't score, he scores.
Yeah. I think technically that's an own goal.
No, it's a goal because it was not. Was it a goal? Yeah. It's a goal.
Tony doesn't even want to give Jesus. Tony doesn't even want to give Jesus the goal.
I swear down. If you look at the way he shoots it, yeah. If Matt Turner doesn't touch the ball, it goes across the area.
No, I think it goes in.
No,
I think it is.
Tony doesn't even want to give Jesus the goal, man. Tony's like, that's an own goal.
Vincey agrees with him. I think that
Tony, get on the phone to the dubious goals panel. Demand that they change it.
Hey, Tony, listen, Vincey agrees with him.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, I think it was going in.
Straight across the line.
I think it was going in. So, guys, Jesus, I can't believe it. Arsenal score from a throw-in, and it's my guy, Zinchenko, chucks it quickly. And Jesus, I think Zinchenko is going to be getting my man of the match today. I think he's been fantastic. He's on everything well.
Jesus... Smith Rowe has been really busy in this second half so far, linking up midfield and attack. I've been impressed.
Yeah,
because this is the first time he's played that 8, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So it's a role that he's not accustomed to, but he is. And as I say that, he just loses the ball for the first time in the game.
Oh, so this is going to mess up Forest now because they've obviously set themselves up for a different result, and you can see now Declan Rice trying to manage the midfield with Zinchenko.
Jesus, control the ball, man. You don't need to turn and control at the same time.
But if they want to
Forest,
wide. That's it. Wide again.
If they want to play keep ball, then they're going to need Jesus. They're going to need Jorginho. Because the players that you got there
goes for a shot, gets deflected for a corner, guys.
But that's it. The game's open now. So on the break. But that's what you want to see from Saka. That's what you want to see. So on the break, the game is open. We can hit them on the break. Matt Turner, once a gunner, always a gunner.
Cam says, "How on earth do you finish that chance but not the others? What a bizarre player in front of goal."
Oh dear. I'm still laughing that Tony's on the phone to the dubious goals panel, demanding that it's a Matt Turner own goal.
Yeah, Tony's not done. You know, Tony's just getting started, mate.
He's on the run. Look, he's on the run. He can't believe it. Can't believe he's been awarded to Jesus.
Oh, what's this? Right, live viewers. Right, live viewers. Can I still do that? Can I still do that?
Forest are making another substitution shortly.
How have we got 69 people watching on Twitter? Listen, shout out, big respect to all you Twitter followers. I've started doing the streams from Twitter and I haven't really acknowledged it, to be honest with you guys. Let me know what you think of the stream. Is it coming through clear? Is our audio fine? Is the video good?
Ben White, you got a slide for that, Ben White. I can't believe Ben White's just let that ball go past him. And here come Forest again. It's a really open game now.
Yeah. Brendan's saying, spit on some of that salt, boys. He's a consummate
Corner
professional, and a lot of players would have missed that. Oh, I love that. Forest
Havertz is coming on as well, guys.
Yeah.
Havertz for Smith Rowe. It's just Havertz for Smith Rowe.
I think that's a good substitution. He's got 70 minutes under his belt in a difficult game. Oh, never make a substitution out of corner.
Yeah. The game's come alive now. The game's come alive.
Magalhaes gone off for Nottingham Forest.
70 minutes gone.
Who's this kid that's come on? Come turn around so I can see. Oh, I can't see squad number now.
Well done, Smith. I think
someone Yates.
Yeah,
Ryan Yates.
Okay.
I think Smith Rowe's had a solid night tonight.
Yeah, I think he's done okay.
Yeah.
We've got to defend his corner now.
Which we do. There we go. Come on,
Well done.
second goal should be here. Yes.
Come on,
Go Saka. Yes. Saka's just made it 2. Saka's just made it 2, guys.
Yeah, that's what you need, guys.
That's it. The game's open now. This is what we want. The game's open. And it's Jesus with the assist.
Wow.
Jesus with the assist.
Good.
And Saka with the finish.
So it's an early clearance.
Yeah, good breakaway goal.
I think that's game over now.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
Tony's 3-0 is looking good. As soon as Jesus bags another one, Tony won't accept the 3-0 win.
Please. Please.
Hey, Tony, Tony.
Did you see what Jesus does that Martinelli doesn't do? He looks up to see the pass, and then he plays the pass.
So, Tony, I want to just run this past you. I think we should take the assist off of Jesus because I think it brushed the Forest player on the way through. I think it brushed Havertz. I think it brushed Havertz's stud. I think it brushed Havertz's stud. That's his assist, man. Turner too far across. Wait on the wrong.
This is going to be my last question for the night for Gary. Gary, this is going to be my last question for the night for you.
Hit me, Emerson.
Who was the last player? Who was the last defender? Right then, other than Gabriel, who scored the 2 goals, who was the last defender to score 2 goals in one match for Arsenal?
Tony Adams.
Nope.
Guys, that was a really, really well worked goal. So just a great goal. Arsenal have got them in a situation of counter.
No, I just said it. My son's laughing at me, Emerson.
Deadly
I just said it. Right, let me think.
Vincey says, as I said, when the game is open, we
Last
use the
defender
ball
to score
wisely.
2
The
goals.
pace kills the team, but we
had.
don't create those situations
Sleeper
with
didn't get
intricate
2.
play than triangles. Yeah, we're too
And
slow
White
in our
hasn't got
build-up play.
2.
We need to score more goals than any team in the second half. Yeah, I mean, it all comes from the slow transitional play. It's just something that we struggle with.
Lauren Koscielny.
Nope.
Julio Baptista.
He's not a defender.
What was the question?
He is.
Who was the last
Yes, he
defender
is.
to score 2 in one game?
Julio Baptista.
Monreal.
No.
Come on, you gotta give me Julio Baptista.
No, because he was a striker.
He was a centre forward, the beast.
Yeah. Sorry, no. Who was I thinking of? Another
Thomas Vermaelen.
No.
I'm just trying to think of. It's got to be a recent thing. It can't be something that's decades old.
Well, he did play for Arsenal, so it's not decades ago.
Cedric Soares?
No.
No, there's somebody.
Was that you, Toad? Was that you, Toad?
No, that was me. That was me.
No, it was me. It was me making the noise. It's me making the noise. With my mouth, not with my that side.
Santos. That's who I was thinking
Vincey
of.
said
When
Santos.
I said Julio Baptista, I meant Santos.
Andre Santos.
No.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst.
No.
Steve Bold. Nigel Winterburn. Lee Dixon. Lauren.
No.
I'm out of defenders.
Shall I put you out of your misery?
Squadron Mustafi.
Oh, please.
No.
Socrates.
No.
It wouldn't be Bella.
Frank McClintock. Frank McClintock.
Sol Campbell.
No.
Too far back.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Monreal. I'm absolutely sure Monreal scored.
Come on in, Emerson. Put us all out of our misery. None of us are going to sleep tonight.
Right. You ready for the answer?
Yeah, go on.
Shall I tell you now? Pascal Sagan.
No way.
Remember?
No way. Stewart's inquiry. Tony, go do some research.
Yeah.
I'm calling the Stewart's inquiry 101. We have to shut it down upon until we get the right answer.
No, I'm throwing a red flag. I want to challenge that.
Luton have gone 4-0 up.
This is unbelievable. To all of you guys who watch our Friday Premier League show, didn't I tell you about Luton? Didn't I tell you about Luton?
Well, they pushed City close. They pushed us close.
Elanga's coming on, guys.
Listen, Brendan says, was that Premier League or any other game? Yeah, that was Bush League Sunday.
Premier League. It was Premier League. Premier League.
That was Acton.
It was in the Premier League.
Bush League.
Jesus is going off, guys. Jesus is going off for Nketiah, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
Nope, sorry. Trossard's just come on, sorry. Trossard's just come on.
I think...
and Martinelli's gone off as well.
It could have been Philip Senderos, you know. Maybe you got them mixed up.
No.
What date was this? What date was this, Emerson? We need to check some history books. Tony's on it. Look, Tony's on it like a carbonic man in the corner. Look, Tony's scanning through stats after stats, newspaper cuttings. What's going on?
You want me to tell you the year? I believe it's either 2002 or 2003. It was definitely
so. No defender in the last 20 years has scored more than 2 goals in a game, apart from Gabriel last week.
Yeah. Which they gave it to him after the dubious panel just said. I remember it's the Premiership. No other competition.
I don't even remember Pascal Sagan scoring.
Yes. Oh well.
Terry is saying, "Are we going to stream AFCON's final? If not, shame on you." Well, it really depends on my health, mate. There's a lot of things I could be doing on channel right now, but I'm just nursing. I'm just nursing my health. However, if the guys want to do it, then yeah, I'm up for doing it. Tony,
when
you
is
up
it?
for AFCON final? 11th of February.
Say
Yeah,
that
from
again,
around.
Apollo.
Are you up for streaming
That's
AFCON
so-
final?
Which
That's
cup
the same
final?
day as the Super Bowl.
AFCON.
Oh no, because I'm actually in Africa.
Ah.
Tony, you get around, man. Tony's like the mystery man of travel.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm not going to
Yeah,
deny.
I've been ill since November. That's why there's hardly any
10th.
content on the channel at the moment.
I leave on the 10th.
Guys, Luton
The same day as the Super Bowl.
Adebayo has scored a hat-trick.
That's the kind of striker that I wouldn't mind us getting, you know, young, fresh.
No. Dominic Solanke, don't even go there, bro. Solanke, I would take in a heartbeat. Do you know, me and Nabil are the only two Arsenal fans who would love ourselves some Solanke. I think he's got more upside, and he definitely scores more open field goals.
Here, Emerson. How many goals did Sagan get in total for Arsenal?
Now I was going to
4.
say just 2. Oh my God, I'm so dead.
4.
No.
4.
No. Not 4.
Well, it wasn't the 2 that I said anyway.
Oh, that's got to be a booking referee.
Yeah, he got 3 in total.
Didn't even give a cat a foul, Polo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that.
Trossard just went close, guys.
Yeah, he should have started.
Look at that
But
feet
guys-
from Trossard. Oh my God. If that would have gone in, what a goal that would have been.
Yeah, that's the type of player he is. But you know something? I have to say something about Trossard, guys. We have never seen the type of player that Trossard can be because he just doesn't get enough minutes. And there's not enough time for him to really get into the groove and get some consistency in his game. And unfortunately, it's so close by Trossard.
But what feet, though, to cut in and go again and cut in again. Brilliant.
Such a player.
Here comes Forrest Ben White out of position. And what was you doing, Ben White?
Yeah, Ben White's a numpty, I'm afraid. He's been Arsenal's, in my opinion, he's been our worst player this season.
He's the weakest link.
Yeah, he's been our worst player
Goodbye.
this season.
So we've had 16 attempts, 3 on target. Oh, and Odegaard almost puts Eddie through with a lovely reverse pass that was just cut out by the defender. See, it's time I'll take Declan Rice off now.
Gary, and to follow up to that question regarding those goals that Sagan scored, I presume it was against Fulham at the Highbury that he scored the 2 goals. I'm not 100% sure, but I've been told it was Fulham.
18 saying no Arteta leaving news. No, because we don't talk about fake news or rubbish on this channel. And I told you lot on the forum that it's not true. I'm so glad Arteta came out and rubbished it because it's foolishness. That's the type of stuff that Adrian Durham loves the media to play on to wind up Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans are so easy.
I don't know about you, but I'm liking some of the positions that Havertz is in.
Always, mate. Tony, did you see Eddie wasted no time there?
I was just
gets his back
Apollo, I was just going to say exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
No time.
I knew what you was going to say when you went, oh, I knew what you was going to say.
Waste no. What does a striker do? Back to the goal. Does a shimmy with your shoulder, turn the other way and get your shot off. Waste no time. It's criminal that this guy scores 5 goals in 9 starts and then sits for 9 games. Sits on the bench for 9 games.
Well, one back, Saka. Hit it. Hit it.
Yeah, Apollo, regarding that thing regarding Arteta, you know, that thing from Spain, it seems that it's a thing of what do you call it? One of these fake, not websites, one of these fake papers that's going around, like similar to the Metro.
Yeah.
Something like that. But whoever gets that job, good luck to them.
Yeah, I'm so glad he came out and rubbished it though, because some people don't give that, they don't give that any time at all. I'm the type of person that would probably do the same. I just would not deal with fake news. But I think Arteta probably woke up one morning and said, I don't need any distractions from this team right now. So I need to nip that in the bud. And that's probably why he did it. Because if he didn't, there would have been another distraction hanging over the team. This, kind of dislodging the fans, bending the trust, because, some of the fans, only a small section, by the way, they've got a weak will. They don't have they're not strong-willed like most of us.
Emerson.
They buckle at the knees.
So, Emerson, Sigan's 2 goals came against Fulham. Who did his 3rd goal come against? I'll throw it open to the panel.
Man United.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
We could be here a long time.
Yeah.
Everton.
Go away, Emerson, man. Spoiling my fun. It didn't even last for 10 seconds, man.
Jesus Christ. Emerson's a human encyclopedia, for Christ's sake.
You got to know, Emerson's got that kind of photographic memory.
Emerson, by the way, Emerson, I was supposed to do quiz night in the summer, but we never got around to it, and I've still got all the stuff here to do it. Terry says, how long do you give Arteta to get us a major title? I give him this season, next season, and then I'll review it after his 5th year. It was always the 3-year plan to get us back in the Champions League. He's done that. You don't reward him for that by saying goodbye, see you later. If we've got this far, what he's done is he's been able to show us with the backing and the funds and the control that he's able to grow this team. So the fact that he's growing the team, we have to let that see how that works. So I'm giving him this year. I'm giving Arteta next year. And then if nothing happens and we don't win anything, then I'm sitting down. If I'm the board, I'm sitting down and I'm reviewing it with him. And that may well mean that he'll get an extension on his contract, or it could may be that you bring
Reece Nelson and Kiwior coming on, guys.
My problem is
Reece Nelson and Kiwior coming on.
That person has to be damn good. Because you've seen what Tuchel has done to Chelsea. You've seen what Conte has done to Spurs. Nada. Nothing. Yeah. So
look what Tuchel's done to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, so the grass is not always greener on the other side, guys. 3 years.
From my point of view,
3 years more max.
From my point of view, when it comes to Arteta, I want to see him. I want to see him achieve really bad, because he's brought us back to like a little bit of a force, and it would be a crying shame if he didn't get to finish and win a trophy like league title, Yeah. But I think he's still got to.
And then
he's still got to sort out his bits and pieces that he doesn't do right.
And
that's the main thing for me.
If we do get into a situation like Conte Spurs where they go backwards, or Chelsea Tuchel, then what are we going to say then? All those people who want Arteta gone they're gonna be hiding and run away underneath the woodwork in shame, because we're the back pedal. The problem is with this, guys, is the foundation of this team is built on Edu and Arteta. That's what the foundation's built on. For someone to come in here and run and facilitate with that, I'm not saying it'll be impossible. I'm saying it's always going to be difficult. Look at Man United. Have Man United recovered after Alex Ferguson? Since Ferguson's
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Odegaard's playing for 6 months.
2-1, guys. The big man's just scored.
Yeah, there goes a clean sheet.
Zinchenko again gets caught out by the ball. It's bad. Saliba, what are you doing? Raya's nowhere to be seen. It's Zinchenko again.
There goes Zinchenko's man of the match.
Zinchenko, he gets caught out by that ball all the time. But what is Saliba doing? He doesn't need to make the run. Hold your position. Hold your position.
Yeah. The game's
Just
not
hold your
safe
position.
right now, guys. It's not safe. It's not safe. Squeaky bum time. I didn't think I was going to be in for this tonight.
Saliba just needs to hold his position. That's a mistake from
VAR
Saliba
check,
there.
guys.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be squeaky
VAR
bum.
check.
Yeah, it looks like offside.
VAR
It
check.
looks offside.
Yeah, VAR check.
It looks offside.
No, he's onside. He's onside there. He ain't offside. No way. No way is he offside. Can't be.
He's
If it is, it's his knee.
his right leg.
It's not
His right leg.
before that.
It's his right leg. The Forest.
No, it's the guy
player on
behind
the far
Zinchenko,
side.
isn't it?
It's the guy behind
Yeah,
Zinchenko.
his right leg. They're doing the lines now. They put the lines out, so it's his right leg to look at. What?
Yeah, Richard, I'll come back to you in a minute, Richard. I'll come back to you in a minute on that one.
Onside. Excuse me.
I'm not sure if that's off, you know. If you look at Zinchenko...
Well, they just said on the TV it looks like he's offside by quite a margin.
No.
The angle's weird.
But it's his
That's
right
what's
leg.
causing the problem.
It's his right
The
leg.
angle of the camera shot is wrong.
I think he's on.
The goal's been given, guys. The goal's been given.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Okay.
Rightly so. Right, Richard says, Apollo and Pano, how do you feel towards Arteta, knowing that he trusts Jesus and Havertz while you all clearly don't? Look, I don't feel any way about Arteta except for the fact that he didn't continue starting Eddie and Nketiah after the hat-trick. How many goals would Eddie have scored in those 9 games? It's just such a shame because I'm waiting for him to break out, and you can't break out.
5 minutes injury
when all
time,
these
guys.
different things are happening. What's that?
5 minutes.
5 minutes injury time.
And the thing is,
the problem with Arteta is he's shown, and Bertrand will back me up on this because he says it all the time. His in-game management is atrocious. In-game is atrocious. He's compiled a very good team.
Oh, what have you done there, Trossard?
Conceded a corner.
Yeah, as you know, Tony, I don't agree with you and Bertram on that. I think Gary sums it up well. I think Gary
Jorginho and Kibio are coming on.
There are times when Arteta's in-games manager has been atrocious, but there's times when it's been absolutely brilliant. Now, the problem I have with this is that when it's been brilliant, and when it's been brilliant, not a lot of people say anything. As well. But when it's been bad, it's like it's really well, clearly voiced when it's been bad. And so, for me, I don't see a lot of balance there. So, yes, I mean, there's times when it's just not been good and not being acceptable.
Zinchenko gets done by that ball all the time. I'm so angry, man.
And as I said, the choices, like today, I felt Trossard should have started, and he didn't. Yeah. So I thought that was the wrong decision. So look, Arteta's not perfect, but the one thing we have to think about as well is, I know it's Arteta and he's close to us because he manages our team. The managers make these mistakes every week, and so it's not nothing.
Just had a good chance.
Anything different. Yeah, he ain't doing anything different than what most managers are doing. For me, I want to see
that was a simple save. Simple save. There's nothing special about that, Emerson. That was a simple save. It was a toe poke lobbed up in the air. He should say that.
There's a VAR check as well. I'm not sure what for.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
No, I think it's for Saliba jumping into their player.
Wow, squeaky bum time for real, man. Yeah, and as for Havertz, mate, I actually like Havertz. He brings so much to the team defensively, which you won't find many Arsenal fans talking about. He is an absolute stud.
Why don't we go and sign this guy from Forest, man? He's a handful. That's all we need. Just that little extra thing.
Yeah, he's a beast, mate. He's an absolute beast. Look at the size of him. He's an absolute beast. Yeah, so I don't too mind Havertz. I just think we paid too much money for him. If there's one criticism with Havertz, I think we paid too much money for him. Look at Man United and Mason Mount. I don't think Mason Mount's even playing with them. It's really bad. How Chelsea was able to get 105 million for Mason Mount and the Kai Havertz is beyond me. Daylight robbery, mate. Absolute daylight robbery.
That's a push in the back, ref. Clear push in the back on Havertz.
Yeah, if I'm David Ray, I'm getting a yellow card here. I'm dragging this one out.
Just hold it, Trossard. Hold it, Trossard. Hold it, Trossard. Great feet, Trossard. Trossard. You've just taken the mick out of 5 defenders. He drove into the penalty area, changed feet, went back the other way. Oh! Eddie's been poleaxed. I don't think that's a dangerous foul. I really don't.
But it deserved.
I think it's a clash.
Yeah.
No, it's not. He's gone up with his knee, and Eddie's run into the side of him. I think a free kick is a fair answer, fair result. I don't think it's anything else. It looked worse than it is.
Tony's going to be upset. Jesus has got man of the match.
Zinchenko blew it, didn't he? Zinchenko blew it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Zinchenko
He's got to stop. He's got to stop getting caught out by them balls, man. It's ridiculous.
Guys, South Africa's beaten Morocco 1-0. Thanks to Terry there for the update. Yeah, you know what? That's the man of the match. And you know what? Yes, he scores and then he assists, so you got to give him credit for it. But my God, I mean...
Right, blow up now. That's it. Time's up. No, not yet. Both teams got a chance each. That's it. No, not like that. That's it. That should be it. Come on.
Eddie proper muffed that header, man.
So, come on, time up now. Played in minutes.
Time up. They've played 97 minutes. Yeah.
I know.
Kai Havertz has been winning every header since he's come on the pitch. He's won every header since he's been on the pitch. How long is this referee playing this game on for? It's been on. What's going on, lads? It's 97 minutes.
Is Alex Ferguson around?
Someone's around. Gary, not Gary. Emerson. What time have you got, Emerson?
97, 96, 40.
I'm on the 97th minute.
So why
we're still in possession, though. We're still in possession.
Trossard is a legend. Trossard is an absolute legend.
Time up, guys.
Trossard. I love it. I think
Full-time, guys.
Trossard has just run full length of the pitch. He checks back inside, comes back to the halfway line, still finds a pass, and Arsenal hold on for a 2-1 victory.
Yeah,
wow, guys,
full-time, guys.
That was an insane game, and that was super tough. That was super tough. They're never easy when you go away.
It's never easy in the Premier League, full stop. But we made it hard for ourselves. We conceded a stupid goal.
Gary, we ain't won here in 3 years.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I just care about winning. It doesn't matter whether we won in 20 years or what. You could see the stupid goal, Apollo. And it's the same thing all the time. Crossfield diagonal, catches out Zinchenko, cross comes in. Saliba just needs to hold his ground. He doesn't need to go shoulder to shoulder with the big dude. Just hold your ground.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
two mistakes.
Man, the result.
We made 2 mistakes in 97 minutes.
The result is
Arteta's having a go at Shevchenko. This had a little argument with Shevchenko.
It's a fantastic result considering where our form was previously before. And I think that they've done well to come through.
No, he's not having a go at him. He's not having a go at him, Emerson. I think he's trying to calm him down. I think he's a bit upset.
because he conceded the goal, most probably.
Yeah.
Then all the Arsenal security were on the pitch as well at the same time.
Yeah, Brendan says, good night, lads. See you all on Sunday evening. Yeah, no problem, mate. See you lot. Fantastic. Thanks for your comments as well.
Odegaard's just giving his shirt away to someone in the crowd.
I'm off, guy. I'm up at 2:00 for work, so I'm darting off.
All right, mate.
I'll see you Sunday.
For player ratings. No problem, mate. I'm going to stick around for player ratings. Let me just get that quickly.
See you around, Gary.
I'll see you Sunday, guys. See you later.
No worries.
All right, mate.
No worries.
All right, let's see if I can get player ratings done up here.
Saka's going to give these shirt to someone as well. It's just giving it to a... Who's he can give it to? They're all looking around,
Right.
Ty was in the crowd as well. It's giving it to a little boy in the crowd that he spotted.
Right. Let's see. Let's have a look.
A little boy got Saka's shirt as well. So if I was him, hold that shirt for dear life, because a lot of people could just nick that shirt off his hand. So I hate that when they walk to the crowd, give the shirts in, and you get everybody looking around. All they have to do is take one idiot to snatch it away from that person.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit. Right, guys, hold on a second.
Jesus has been interviewed as well. I'm not sure who the guy is though. He's interviewing. It's just out of shot anyway, so.
Right, guys, I'll be another couple of minutes.
The guy who is interviewing Gabriel Jesus is JD Dyer. I've known him since he was a teenager.
Okay.
Very good friend of mine. Does both boxing, he was the face of Sky for basketball a season ago.
Okay.
And then he moved from Sky to TNT, where he's getting a lot more football.
Okay.
Yeah, you if you watch the Saturday show, then he's always at a game doing the commentary from the ground.
Okay.
But
Tony, do you follow Twitter?
Say that again.
Tony, what do you follow Twitter?
I'm on Twitter, yeah. X.
Okay. Have you got that one AFC stuff? Are you following them on AFC stuff?
Yeah,
did you see that thing regarding? Did you see that thing regarding ACD today?
No, I didn't see it.
Regarding what?
ACD. If you know one about ACD. I won't say who, but you know the initials straight away. ACD.
I don't go on Twitter every day, but all right, guys, listen. Let's talk about player ratings here. I will go first and talk about what I think I saw in this match. David Raya, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he had a quiet game. Long into an hour, he didn't have hardly anything to do because Arsenal were camped in nearly 80% of possession Arsenal had until they broke the deadlock, and then that's when the game started becoming a little bit more balanced. I think he made a crucial save as well earlier on, which probably would have given Forest the goal. But overall, I'm going to give him a 6. Ben White, I'm going to give a 6 as well. I thought he got up and supported as much as he could, but he was busy in the final third, but didn't do anything outstanding. I still would like to see quick possessional play in the final third. Defensively, again, the defenders didn't have much to do because we were attacking for most of the game. William Saliba, I thought he was sloppy. And I thought he was bullied for the goal. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to give him a 5.
What?
Yeah. He got bullied on the goal.
One tackle.
Yeah,
For
watch the replay.
one
No,
tackle.
it wasn't that. He gave the ball away 3 times as well. You got ask Emerson. Emerson's the one that called it because Emerson had his coverage was ahead of ours. And Emerson said that Saliba's giving the ball away. Is leaving away again. Yeah, and you could see that what was going on there. But overall, he wasn't his best today. I'm going to give him a 5. Gabriel, slightly better than him. Didn't really have much heroics from him today, but he was solid throughout, and he didn't make the mistakes that Saliba made. So I'm going to give him a solid 7. Zinchenko would have got my man of the match had he had not had fault for the game. I thought his offensive play, his penetration, his ball in possession was so progressive today. And it's just one of those games where you know you're not playing a major threat. So you can allow him to be an extra midfield player and help dictate the game. And that's exactly what we got from him. Overall, I just would have wished that the speed of play was a lot much quicker. But when he got the ball, good things happened. And you know, you can't fault him for his play there. But the silly, sloppy mistake at the back is what helped to cause the goal. So otherwise, he would have got an 8 from me today and he would have been man of the match. Declan Rice's form has been off for the last 4 or 5 games. And today as well, not at his best. He was beaten by Morgan Gibbs in the midfield, again on the goal. When Forest countered, he didn't look as sharp as he was. I'm not sure. I mean, he's going through a mid-season dip in form at the moment, Declan Rice. And he's arguably been our best player this season. So I really would like him to step up his form again. He just doesn't look like the same guy who's the defensive terror on the back end. To me, he looks like he's missing a step and just doesn't have the same tenacity and control in his game. But nonetheless, I'm going to give him a 6. Smith Rowe, going to give him a 6.5. This was only his second start of the season. And really it shows that Arteta has still got him in the pecking order. And he injected a little bit of pace in Arsenal's game. So that's what I thought was good about his display today. It was quiet for a bit, but you'd expect that because he ain't played a lot of football. But the little things that he did well, I really, really enjoyed. But again, only a 6.5 for me. So not an excellent game by any means, but it's a game that I think he needed. For someone who hasn't played a lot of football, this was the game really that he needed, just so that we could see that energy, that penetration, that running into the box, that link play. I reckon with a little bit more game time, he'll start to progress on that. Here's the problem. If Arteta goes back to what he went before and then Smith Rowe hits the bench, that's where the problem is. When someone is like Smith Rowe, you want to play them as much as you can. He doesn't have to start the next game. We're playing Liverpool. But you've got to put him on the pitch, let him come on, let him be a part of this team. As so far this season, him and Nelson just have not been a part of this team. And the numbers show that. So all I'm asking for is, well done today. I thought you was okay. But moving forward, I want to see more of this guy because when he is on his game, defenders cannot account for him. Yeah? That much we know is true. Odegaard, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought his combination play was fantastic. He could have had 3 assists today if it weren't for the poor finishing by the people in front of him. Last week, I showed you guys a list. If you didn't see it, I'll put it up here again. Give me a second. Yeah, here it is. All right, hold on a second. Let me just get this up. Here we go. And this was an interesting list that I put up. And the reason why I put it up, let's take this down. The reason why I put it up because everybody's struggling to score this season. But what we have to understand is the captain is our most creative player. And when I put this list up, it really goes to show fans exactly what he's been doing. And what he's been doing is phenomenal. He's number 1 in the league with passes leading to a shot. He's number 1 in secondary shot assists, which means the play in transition. That remember, with him and Partey on the field, they're unplayable. And you got no Partey, so it's all on him. He's 3rd in the league in shot sequences he's featured in. And he's 3rd in the league where his carries end in a shot on goal. So he's doing his part in the build-up play. Anyone who says he's not is either blind or just can't understand the game. But what's happening is we're just failing to score on the top end. And that consumes a lot of issues when you're talking about form, players' abilities, our record and everything else. But when you come back to the basis of what is this guy's job? This guy's job is to create shot opportunities in our attacking transition. And he is doing that. He's number 1 in the league in 2 categories and number 3 in the league in 2 categories. You can't get any better than that. You cannot. So I had to show you guys that so you could understand what I'm saying. He's doing his job. The problem is, you saw again, there was a spot today where he plays a beautiful, he has 2 touches, plays a slip ball into Jesus, and then Jesus hits the post. On what was really, honestly, should have been quite an easy finish for someone of his caliber. But that's unfortunately the problem that Martin Odegaard is dealing with right now, is that he just doesn't have anyone in front of him who can finish. But his overall creative play has been fantastic. Yeah. Where am I now? Saka. Strange one, this. I'm going to give him a 7, maybe a 7.5, because most of the season he's been on an island, missing from the game, not around the action because he's just staying out too far on the right. There was one time they switched the play where he went on the left and he nearly had a chance and scored right at the end of the first half. Remember that? And it's like, why aren't you doing that enough? If you're not getting this guy involved in the game, then he's not going to be impactful. And then when he comes into the middle, all of a sudden, he's an impactful player. So, look, he gets his goal today. He's Arsenal's top scorer. But there's no explosion one-on-one. We're not seeing that. And today, we didn't have a lot of combination play on the right, which I mentioned in the first half. I thought that was quite striking, actually, because Arsenal, for me, have just become so predictable. This is something they maybe talked about in Dubai and they maybe worked on, which I think is a good thing. You have to spread the play through the central, through left and right. I think before Dubai, we were just so one-dimensional, it became awful to watch. And in the last 2 games, we've definitely divided the attacking sequences in this team. And that showed today where we went left side, we went center in the first half more than we did in Saka's role. But when that happens, Saka's then got to come into the middle and help support. If your attack is building up from the left, don't stand on the right touchline and hope something's going to happen. Get involved in the game, and I'm not seeing that from him at the moment. So that's something I'm hoping the coaching staff's going to talk to him about. But he gets a 7. Well done for his goal. Martinelli today gets a 5, and I'm being generous. He was not good. He reverted back to what he was before he scored the 2 goals last week. And guys, the 2 goals last week, make no mistake, Martinelli coming off the bench as an impact player works because you've got a guy with his energy and his tenacity that's running at tired defenders. You also saw what an impact Trossard made today. And imagine Martinelli is in those positions and situations late on in games where he can really make something happen for you. And I think, I'm sorry, guys, and I've been saying this for months, that this guy should not be starting on the left. He shouldn't. We're missing a trick here. We're carrying too many players. You've got Trossard you can play, who quite honestly, I wouldn't. I would play Jesus there. And I've been saying this for months. Play Jesus on the left. And then you've got the choice to play Eddie, Trossard, or anyone you want in the middle. But I just think right now you're walking into square pegs and round holes situations where guys are just not giving you their best performance in their best positions, and the manager is a little frustration here because the manager's not seeing it. And you starting Martinelli again today showed me that you're kind of reverting back to your old ways, Arteta. If you're showing me that you're being progressive in your thinking, then you've got to start doing things out of the box, and I don't think you're there yet. Really good you started Smith Rowe today. I like it. But you're still missing a trick. Jesus. Wow, I gave him 7.5, and he gets man of the match by default because Zinchenko had a fault in that goal. But I mean, guys, this guy was awful for 70 minutes. He was awful, absolutely awful. Gave nothing to the game, and look, credit for the goal, because it was harder to. It was hard. How did he score that? The hardest chance he gets, and it goes in the back of the net. But the assist was fantastic. You saw he looks up, see what's available, and he slips the ball past 2 defenders into the path of Saka, where Saka finished. So that was really cool. That's part of his game that I really like. And actually, me and Tony talked about it. We said, this guy's a creative monster. Where's the creativity? So it was like a lot of things has been missing. So he has a good 20 minutes into the game. But really, that doesn't tell you about the whole performance. But anyway, credit to him. We won this game because of him today. He scores, he assists. Give him credit for it. Well done, mate. But you got a lot of work to do if you're going to turn it around this season, man. You got a lot of work to do. 22 games and 4 goals. You're on this form. You ain't even going to hit double digits. And we're talking about an Arsenal striker. You all had a go at Giroud because he couldn't, because 20 was all he had. Because he couldn't go 25 or 30, because he was a 20-goal a season guy. You all had a go at him. And this guy... anyway, Arteta gets a 6 from me today. Always tough to go a play away from home in the Premier League. You hadn't won here in 3 years. But I just thought you could have done better on the team sheet. I thought with a little bit more inventiveness, with Trossard starting, and then maybe going 3 at the back. You knew they weren't going to hurt you. Why not go 3 at the back and put 5 in the midfield and 3 up front? Why not do it that way? Why not really suffocate them? And look, I know when you're inverted, it kind of looks like that anyway. But you just change it up. You've got the situation to do it. And with teams like this, you see Liverpool getting 4 goals every week and Man City getting 3-4 goals every week, because they're doing these things we're talking about. And Arteta, unfortunately, is not there yet. So he gets a 6 from me. Emerson, I'm going to let you go because Tony always likes to go with these figures and he probably hasn't finished yet. Emerson, you got the conch.
Okay, then. Regarding my predictions, I will put Raya, as you said, 6. White, roughly about the same, 6. Sleeper, I will put a 6. I won't put a 5, although he did muck up for their goal, but I'll still give him a 6 anyway. Shevchenko, I'll give him a 6 instead of a 6.5. Rice, although he had a quiet game, but that's typical Declan Rice. He plays, he's playing on his own, so he does need someone to help him out, thing like that. So I'll give him a 6. Smith Rowe, I'll give a 6 as well. Regarding thing, he had a quiet game. He was quite good in patches, but as I said, then he went quiet, and then he obviously got substituted. Odegaard, I'll give a 6.5. Had another quiet game as well, although he tried his best to assist, with some of the play that we had during the game. Saka, I'll give a 7. Like you said, thing like that. If it wasn't for the goal, I would have given him 6.5. But obviously he scored. So Martinelli, he had another quiet game. Although it was his first game for a while from the start. I'll give him definitely a 5, as you said in your prediction. Jesus, I will give him roughly that same 7.5, although he was quiet in patches during the first half and majority of the second half until he scored the goal, which was virtually impossible. Arteta, I'll give him a 6.5. Reason why, I think he got 1 or 2 substitutions just right at the right time, because he realised that we can hurt them on the break, and that's basically it. And regarding all the subs that came on, I'm not sure if you do count subs. Trossard, I'll give him a 6. Kivior, a 5. Jorginho a 5, and in Eddie, I'll give him a 6 because although he tried his best, everything like that, when he came on, but as I said, he was nowhere going to score tonight, so he gets a 6, and that's my predictions for the starting 11. Over to you, Tony.
Okay. I'm still working on mine. Can you ad-lib for a second?
Yeah, that's all right. Let me read out some of the comments here. Cam says, a good performance in the second half. We didn't have many chances. I feel Smith Rowe really brought a more energetic approach to our game as he has more confidence to run with the ball and pass. And I did see a little bit of that. I did see a little bit of him running, and I like that. That's when he's at his best. He's not the quickest guy, but he dribbles very well. And what the defenders don't like. Defenders don't like it when you're dribbling them, which not enough of our players do. And this is the reason why, again, another reason why I would put Jesus out on the left, because then you give him the ability to build up steam and run at defenders. When he's in the middle, he doesn't have the space to run at defenders because he's already in the thick of it. So I just don't think we're utilizing Jesus at his best position. Pep knew for many years that his best position was out left. Victor, shout out to you, bro. G says, we seriously need to work on hitting the target more. 19 attempts, but just 3 on target is wasting a good attacking effort. Totally agree. Victor says, I honestly don't think we need a striker. Yeah, I think you're with the 1% of the Arsenal fan base who thinks that we definitely need a striker, bro. We definitely need a striker. 18 says, good to see you back, Victor. Your guy, Arteta 1. Victor says, let him go to Barcelona. Only God knows who Arsenal will end up with if that happens. Victor, who would you like to see manage at Arsenal? That would be a good question. Who would you like to see manage at Arsenal Football Club? That would be an interesting question. Because, as you know, so much people, I mean, I don't think Jurgen Klopp will come back and manage the Premier League. I think he's done. He's the guy I wanted initially after Wenger. But look, I'm happy with Arteta, and he's growing every year. The team's growing every year, and we're competing with the top. Can't wait to see us play Porto in the Champions League. I think Porto is going to really tell us a lot about what Arteta and Arsenal are in terms of the future of this club. It really is, because we've been struggling with a lot of Premier League teams because of the style of play, and everybody knows how to shut off the wingers and Arsenal won't hurt you. But European teams don't play that way. We've seen Martinelli and Saka express themselves in Europe and really, really do well. I mean, Jesus, guys, in 4 games, Jesus has got 4 goals and 2 assists in 4 Champions League games. He is absolutely on fire. But in the Premier League, they've got them sussed. So Victor says, our formation, we don't need a point man, a striker, because the whole forward is using the front goal, so anyone should score. Well, that was a Liverpool way of doing it, and that was what we did last season. But for some reason, this season, with the double teams, we have to do something different. We've got to work centrally because they're taking Saka and Martinelli out of the game. So the play's now got to go through central, which is why I'm saying Trossard is a key player to that, and so is Havertz, and so is a main striker. So if you've got somebody who can be clinical and can be at the top anchor point in the action, then you're going to get more goals. And Jesus has just been wasteful in that regard. Right, Tony?
Right. I'm nearly there. So, rid of that. So David Raya, I'll give him a 6. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with that. Ben White, I'd also give a 6. Saliba's 5 is disingenuous.
Did you watch the replay on the goal?
I'm fine with the goal.
Okay.
You know, look, a player's allowed to make a mistake, and you know, so be it. I'm going to show you some statistics here on screen. Yeah, look at this defensive details from the game. Look at the ratings. Who has the highest ratings? Zinchenko, 7.65, as per what you said.
He was
mainly for his offense.
Yeah,
but look at the stats for William Saliba. 3 interceptions. No other player had any. No other defender had any interceptions. Clearances, 4, more than any other defender. Yeah. So if I give him a minus for making an error on the goal, which he clearly does, yeah, I'm going to give him pluses for everything else in his game. And so
what about the 3 passes, the sloppy passes, which he calls the counter?
Did we concede goals from three sloppy passes?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Right. Simple. Because if I'm going to talk about sloppy passes, I can talk to you so much about Gabriel Magalhaes holding the ball and then going backwards. Holding the ball and then going backwards. Ben White, what did he do?
I think Ben White got a what grade did Ben White get again?
You gave him
He got a 6. Yeah.
And look at his defensive work. Nowhere near as good as Saliba. So ultimately, I hear what you're saying, but no way am I going to criticize and give Saliba a 5 when he's easily our best defender. And the stats prove it. Yeah? The stats prove it. The only reason that Zinchenko has a better mark rating than Saliba is simply because offensively he's a better player, because he's playing in the final third and doing things there. He gets an assist in the game. That assist away, he's probably not going to be that guy.
You do have to balance the stats up with the mistakes, though, Tony. You do have to balance that up.
Yeah. I get that. But you gave Zinchenko 6.5.
Yeah, and that would have been an 8.
And he's the one who's to blame.
I know. That's why he didn't get an 8, Tony. For me, and I told you after an hour, I said he's going to be my man of the match.
Okay.
And then
so if
then he makes
it wasn't for the mistake, Saliba might have got an 8. Yeah. So he gets a 6. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go on and on about it. But
I'm glad you put that up, though. I'm glad that you put that up, because the fact that we were talking about Zinchenko being the best player on the pitch shows that we're actually reading the game well here on 101.
Okay, so you can see what the defense was doing defensively. Let's see what the offense is doing offensively. Yeah, so these are the offensive stats from the game. And as you can see, the player with the highest ranking was, of course, Gabriel Jesus, because not only did he get an assist, he got a goal, he hit the bar, and he got a yellow card. Yeah, but his numbers overall look like he's had a busy game. But I'll tell you, it didn't look that way for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
It did not look that way for 60 minutes, and I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah, flattens.
I'm
very
totally
flattering.
Frustrated by the kid. I am totally, utterly frustrated by the kid. I do not think he is nowhere near what a team of Arsenal's caliber needs by way of a striker. I'm sorry, he ain't that guy. You know.
Can we understand, Tony, that Matt Turner gets beaten on the near post?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pleased. I am pleased, but I'm got to be honest with you. We got Liverpool next game. I don't think he gets a sniff.
Yeah, it's going to be a really hard one. I'd play Eddie. I just would at the Emirates.
You know,
where Eddie
I wouldn't
can't
play
stop
Eddie
scoring.
either. I don't know why, but both of them guys up against Van Dijk and Gomez. Are you mad? That's meat and drink for them 2 defenders.
So what would you do? Who starts up front?
I got to play Kai Havertz for a start because I need physicality.
Yeah.
For a start, I need physicality. I cannot have those 2 nippy guys who are doing bugger all against this tepid Nottingham Forest defence. I'm sorry.
That's a must-win game if we want to win the league, you know.
Absolutely.
If you don't win that game.
let's not cap because we ain't winning the league. Let's be honest. We are not winning the league. Not this team. Not with Martinelli and Odegaard and Saka. Even though Saka is probably the shining light in his team right now by default because he is scoring on a week to week or week to week basis. And if he's not scoring, he's getting an assist. In fact, good thing we're talking about Saka because look.
Yeah. Got to
There
give him credit.
It is.
Yeah,
there it is.
Credit.
Yeah, you cannot deny this boy's numbers. And I know Bertram is probably seething at me crediting Bukayo Saka. The player he says, has no right foot. And he just swings his foot. Well, guess what he did again today? He swung his right foot and scored another goal. I ain't kidding you. I've seen right-footed players who don't score that kind of goal. So I'm sorry, but Bertram, this kid has got a right foot. I'm sorry. He might not choose to use it in the most effective way all the time, but he's good at doing it when he needs to. Let's move on. Three sides have won 20-plus points away from home in the Premier League this season. We're one of those.
Yeah, title
Of course,
contenders.
we have played two more. We have played a game more, I think, than City and Liverpool away. But that's not bad, considering. And as the title says, it says the title chasers.
That's what we are. And that's what I want to be, Tony. I want to be in there and around because when Partey and Timber comes back, that's going to make this team stronger.
Cannot wait, my brother. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
And the last graphic I've got for you guys is Emil Smith Rowe. Last Premier League starts have all come in different calendar years. Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
That is nuts.
So do you agree when I said we need to give him a little bit more?
Wow.
Need to get him going, man.
I mean, the fact that he's started in 3 different years is mad. That first one is in May 22. What?
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But it is what it is, Look, let me finish off my rating. So, based on that, as I said, I'm giving Saliba a 6. I'm giving Gabriel a 6. I'm giving Zinchenko a 6. Rice, 6. Yeah, I can't give him anything more than that. He's just not Thomas Partey. And as good as he is, he's had great games. Today wasn't one of his great games. Smith Rowe, I'm giving a 6. He cannot get much more than that. He wasn't great. He was ineffective in the game. And he might have been putting himself in a position, but you've got to be able to communicate and ensure that when you put yourself in a position, you get the ball. I mean, I know ultimately that's down to someone else to make the pass, but you have got to be, screaming and swearing at people if they ain't delivering. Odegaard, I thought he had a quiet game, but he actually picked it up towards the end.
Could have had 3 assists.
Yeah.
Shocking
the stats weren't too bad for him by the end of the game, so I'm going to give him a 7.
It's shocking how poor the players. It's shocking how poor the players in front of him.
Yeah, Saka gets a 7. He wasn't fantastic, but he got the goal. I kind of feel like Saka's been held back by Arteta because he leaves him out there and he doesn't give him the opportunity. When you think like, you know what? Go tell that player to wander, cause havoc.
Yeah.
If you look at what Pep does with Jack Grealish, he says, go look, go find, seek and cause havoc.
I do want to say, when Timber played at right back in pre-season, how did that help Saka? Saka looked so good when he was going up and Timber was taking those wide right positions, coming in from that wide flank and then allowing Saka to get that space inside. We looked so dynamic. Ben White, he ain't that player.
Yeah, and that's why I think, maybe I think the Ben White this season just not being anything close to what he was last season, where, that trio of Ben White, Odegaard and Saka was so dominant in games last year. This year, everyone's obviously worked it out, and Ben not playing at his best, I don't think, is causing a knock-on effect. Where do we go next? Martinelli, 5. That kid just runs down blind alleys, and his delivery is woeful.
Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, to be honest, I'm being generous because that was a 4. That was a 4 performance there. It was a 4.
Yeah,
but
probably is.
But we won the game, and
I mean, if I go back to the stats, the offensive stats again, Gabriel Martinelli, 1 shot, 0 on target, no key passes, 1 dribble, no key events. Yeah,
that's the least in the whole forward line.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, just a nothing game.
Yeah.
Just a nothing game. Just nothing.
So yeah, unfortunately, I have to agree with you on the 5 for Martinelli. Jesus would have got a 5 if it hadn't been for the amazing last 25 minutes. He would have got a 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Alas, with the goal and the assist, I have to pump him up to an 8.
Yeah,
I have to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
he played a stinker for nigh on 70 minutes and then turned it on when it needed to. But still not happy that is the guy I'm going to be reliant upon to deliver goals and assists for me going towards the end of the season, because it was Nottingham Forest. You're supposed to score.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to diminish Nottingham Forest as a poor team. I'm just saying, if you are going to score goals, those teams are the ones that you should score goals against, and you should also nick a few against some of the better teams if you're that guy.
Somebody made a comment. Somebody made a comment that they thought that Jesus was held back by his injuries. And that may be the case, because, guys, you have to remember, 2 weeks ago when we came back from Dubai, he was carrying a knock. Jesus went to Dubai injured. And when he came back, they said that he was fit. So, look, I think that he's probably going to get injured again going into the rest of this season. He's just not dependable as a goal scorer, and he's not dependable as a player in terms of his durability. You know he's going to get injured, and you know he's going to miss a lot of chances. And you can't win the league when you got when that's your first option. That's a problem. Victor's asking you a question here, Tony. It says we're not winning the league because of Arteta. This is another blame Arteta thing. Not because of the boys, but give these guys Xavi and see them take the treble. I'm not sure about that, man. Yeah.
Really? You must be mad. I don't know if you're smoking some high grade, my brother, but some of these boys ain't good enough.
Yeah.
That's the simple, short and tall of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be competing against Pep Guardiola's 11. You want to be competing against Klopp's 11. I'm sorry. If you were to do a combined team of Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool, the only player that gets a look in, for me, is Thomas Partey.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no other. Name another player that Arsenal have that gets in a combined Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City team.
Saliba, that would be it. Nobody else.
Sorry. Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah. Saka gets knocked out by Salah. He's your only kind of on the cusp of things, but he's still not good enough to beat Salah in that position.
Yeah. This season, you could clearly see
the other part of the pitch wins.
Yeah, Salah's back with a vengeance this season, man. He's just unplayable. He's just
Odegaard
unplayable.
last season would have been in that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Odegaard playing with Kevin De Bruyne.
But that's why I showed you the charts with Odegaard is right now as we speak. He's the #1 most creative player in the league.
Mm.
And if he was on another team, think of all the chances he'd be creating for them.
Yeah.
He's doing a ton with us. We're just not doing anything with it, Tony. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Victor then goes on to say Smith Rowe is a carbon copy of Odegaard if given time. Not seeing that, my friend. I don't know where you get that analysis from, because what Odegaard does, Smith Rowe ain't shown anything like that. Now, 2 seasons ago, when he scored the 10 goals in the season, he was dynamic, but he was doing a different role. He was not an Odegaard coming, you know, creating and scoring goals. What he was doing was coming with late runs and scoring goals. Yeah? But Odegaard last season, Smith Rowe ain't got that in his locker, bruv.
And he still had 9 assists last season. He sees the game. He sees the game differently. He sees the pass. You saw that today. What happened? He could have had
9
3 assists
and
today.
16 goals. That guy last year is a world beater.
Yeah. Only Fabregas and Lampard in the history have done that from an attacking midfielder role. Yeah. Let that sink into everybody. That's where Odegaard's at right now. All right, guys, I'm struggling right now. Like, my chest is tight. I'm about to go into a coughing fit, so I'm going to run off and take some medication. I appreciate you guys' time, and I really do wholeheartedly appreciate the patience that you guys have had. I should be putting more content up on the channel, and I'm just not ready to do that at the moment. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I really do appreciate you. Don't worry, I'll be back soon as I get this thing underneath me. I appreciate your time, Tony, as well. And guys, look, tough one. Liverpool up next. We've done what we've needed to do. We've come back from Dubai and we've got 2 back-to-back wins. A tough game away, which was today. We're now 2 points behind Liverpool, which is where we wanted to be. And we dominated today, guys. We dominated the game. And this is the thing. Before Christmas, when we lost them games, we weren't dominating games. We just didn't look at the races, didn't create anything. But today, the style of football, the amount of creativity we've got, the chances, 18 shots, it's there. We're just struggling to put them in the back of the net. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the love, man. See you later. Peace out, everybody.